Yep. My mind is like my web browser. I got 19 tabs open, 3 are frozen. I have no idea where that music's coming from. Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, I decided I'm going to bring back my Thursday talk where everyone just gets together and chit chats and everything. And for those that want to, let me put it out here. There it is. There's the link. Anybody who wants to come up here and join me, you're more than welcome to. We're just going to talk about, whatever's on your mind, what's going on around. I know on a lot of people's minds, one of the things that's going on is the aftermath of Ida. I just saw a video today that New York City got a flash flood because they weren't expecting all that rain. So anyways, it looks like we got Courtney coming up here. New York City got a flash flood. It was on DW News today. And it's like, whoa, and they're showing it. And the governor was like, not the governor, the mayor was like, oh, yeah, it was funny.
Hold on 1 second, Gil. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this part. Give me a second here.
Looks like you got some Snapchat logo there. Let's see. Hi to Huga Homestead. Courtney's husband's there. Duncan 1900. That's Brenda. Hey, Uncle Al's there, and Bob's here. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Tasha's here. Prep for it. Like I said, anybody else wants to come on up, there's the link. Yeah, it's been. This has been a really interesting week. I know, I've seen some of your videos, Courtney. It's been kind of interesting for you. All the stuff you've been doing.
It's been nuts.
Hey, Will's here in the side chat.
Yay!
Will, JIT preparedness. Hey.
That flooding in that subway is scary. I can't even imagine being in that situation. That one video, Viper showed us a video yesterday after we got off, and it was a video of like people standing there and all the water was coming down. Like, I wouldn't be standing there. Like, I would just be like, I would not be standing there watching that water. Because, I mean, the subway, there's only 2, maybe 3 possible exits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would even be pulling a snaggletooth. Exit stage left, running all the way.
Yeah. That's one area where I would be like, thank God I live like on the 58th floor, or something like that, because, the only damage you would really have is maybe your car.
Yeah.
But the people that live
and if it's a garage next to the building, whatever, where it's above ground and you're one of the upper floors, fine. It wasn't. I think it was only like a couple feet, but that was more than they were expecting. I mean, all the accumulation brought it up to a couple feet. Actually, it was showed one door of a business they had it stacked up about 2.5, 3 feet high, the sandbags, and they're just trying to get the water out, pumping out the window and. Yeah.
Places like Greenwich Village, and there's a few places by the Met where they have apartment buildings and people live like underneath. You have to walk down into your apartment. So I can't even imagine living in that situation. Like, your entire apartment would be flooded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I mean that like I said, at least according to the two news reports I saw, this was the first flash flood for New York City ever.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is. I saw that video last night at Corky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. So, did you like my little post-it note there?
Yeah, that's my head. That's me.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes. What's on my mind is I'm experimenting with different things because hunting season is coming up.
Yeah.
And I'll give a few tips on what to use to find your way in and back out. No batteries, no compass, and I'm going to be experimenting with some CDs and DVDs from reflective material, so that if you're down, if you're hurt and you can't walk anymore or whatever, or even if you're in good health and you hunker down, how to hang things in the trees around you to reflect light and use colors like orange and white. I just got some yarn today.
Oh, I thought that was a weave.
It almost is. It almost is. It's kind of how I'm handling it, But all this stuff is secondhand. You want me to make a wig now, Corky? What the heck? No, but you see how reflective that plastic is? I'm going to experiment with some different things. Make some simple things that you can put into a small bag and bust it out in case you're down on the ground or you're hunkered down. Because I lost a relative in the Cascade Mountains. He died of exposure. Mm-hmm. So that's I'll just share some tips and different simple things that you can make at home.
Yeah,
that's me. Other than that, going to the Philippines.
All right, Tasha has a comment here. Yeah, they've had flooding, but not flash flooding.
Yeah,
that was
bad.
They were saying, I think it was something like an inch an hour was coming down or whatever when Ida finally went through there, and it was just dumping water. But the subways, they we got it fixed next year. Water gets in and they got problems again. Okay, we got it fixed next year. Yeah, same thing again. That's what is that? Wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's just so scary. I feel bad for, and those apartments there. I mean, everything in New York City is super expensive, and I don't know if people can afford renter's insurance, and if they have renter's insurance, could they afford, did it come with the flood insurance? I don't think that, so maybe people lost everything, you don't know.
Businesses may have lost everything because they, when you think, all right, we've never had a flash flood here. Well, they may have had flooding before. Over a week, it slowly comes up and they just, drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. But, I don't know if they flash floods. Hang on a second. I will not be on here tomorrow night. In the morning, I'll be heading to the multicultural powwow. Cool. Hey, take some video, Caitlin. Yeah. So, but I could just imagine some businesses, in an area where even when some areas do flood, they're in a little bit higher area and they don't get any. They don't get flooded, but this time they got flooded because it came down, whoosh.
Yeah, that's just.
Hey, folks. Hey, Bob.
Oh, you're back on your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you up on your feet again. Good.
Yeah,
good.
I get dizzy spells once in a while. I still got a hole in my head.
Well, I've known that for a long time. I've known that.
No, I do have a hole in. I have several. What?
Wait a minute! I got a hole in my head. I got 2 holes over here. Sometimes it leaks out.
One behind my eyeball because it has to really put pressure. And for next month, I got to put. It's like take an eye drop full of vinegar, and 4 times a day, put that in your eye.
No.
Yeah, that's what I got to do later on after this.
I ain't gonna party at your house, dude. I'm not coming over.
Hey, well.
I'm sorry, but can you see out of that eye? Okay, or
oh, sure,
you can. That's
kind
good.
of. Let's see. Okay. You're still a woman, right?
She was this morning, right?
I checked.
Yeah, you gotta remember, guys. Oops, there's my phone. Shoot. Yeah. I've been following a certain thing. Ida wasn't bad. Ida went through. I'm tracking Julian right now. Julian scares me. If it doesn't hit landfall, it's going to bounce back into the ocean. And what's coming up is Larry. I don't want to see Julian and Larry get together. All hell will break loose.
Yeah, that won't be good for anybody. It won't be good for us either, because anytime there ever is a hurricane anywhere, we get rain here for weeks. It just rains,
Oh boy.
It just won't be good in general.
My wife's got a cousin that lives on Long Island, New York, and I gotta see how she's doing. You know, she and her family. So if I can get the information, I'll let you all know.
Is it the city part or the country part?
I don't know. My wife and daughter went there to visit a few years ago because they had never been to New York. I'd been there before, so I really didn't want to, just yeah.
All right, we got Empath Embracing Life, first time here. Welcome.
Hi, Amy.
And Gardner Josh has slipped in here.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah. So, Bob, are they predicting a longer winter over there where you're at?
I haven't even looked into it, Gil. I might sound foolish for being a prepper for living this way, but I stay away from things that are out of my control.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because I've got stuff in my house that's set up for nearly everything.
Right.
I kind of focus on what I can do and not the stuff that's out there. Maybe you looked into it. If you guys could give me some information, or
Bob, you're fine. You're in the coastal region because how far away from the ocean?
Well, I'm not only a couple miles or so from Puget Sound, but then you got to go across that and across the Olympic Mountains. So we're talking, oh boy,
I got to do the math.
At least 100 miles. Yeah,
200 miles of it.
Yeah,
so you should be fine. You're in a how we say you're
pocket.
In a coastal pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So on the other side where Martha, that's old school prepper, and WD lives, I would not be there. That's why Don's been chopping wood like crazy. I told him if he lucky, Gil will get the first snow on the 15th because of September. Because me and my friends are placing bets. I'm putting down for Montana to get hit first. We're talking heavy snow. Remember last year, Gil, in Montana?
Yogi already said they live up in the mountains, and they said that they are losing. They couldn't even get a ripe tomato.
Yeah.
Because the weather is so wacky.
Yeah, it's so wacky here, but that's I hope not. Because I'll probably be, if it's on the 15th, I'm driving back from California on the 15th.
Say, Al, what part of the state of Washington does those people live in that you were mentioning a moment ago? Is it Eastern Washington or the coast side? We call
it's Oregon. Isn't it
Oregon?
Okay, Martha and Don are just southeast of Portland.
Portland, Oregon, right?
Yeah.
And then
I know.
Which one's on top?
Okay, hang on a second here. I'm going to throw the
Washington.
I'm going to throw it out there for the usual suspects that have just shown up. We got Dave just showed up here. Embracing Empaths. I'll just put it up here. There's a comment. They're in Western New York.
I know that Oregon traditionally has an awful lot of ice storms.
Yeah.
You could, what's her name? Hedgehog. She could probably talk more about that.
Right, we're talking like golf ball size ones.
So what about Ohio, Uncle Al?
What part, north or south?
We're northeast.
You got that weird zone because I think Cleveland got the pile driver from the lake effects. So around it, you get tornadoes, but towards inside the city, it's like how can I say it? Bob, remember the wind tunnels you used to test the planes in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I had a brain fart. Cleveland. It's like a big wind tunnel. You have tornadoes on either side, and Cleveland, like 100 miles an hour wind, and you see your neighbor's car fly away into the lake.
Oh boy, that's not good.
No, because Ray told me that he was on the expressway with the mail truck and he's driving, holding on to dear life, and he saw the car in front of him disappeared. And he was still on the road because he had a full load, but the car just.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a few
Yeah, I think
times.
we're just gonna get a ton of slab wood, and we're gonna just be ultra prepared this year for.
Oh, you got to see Don of WD. Is it WD? Yeah, WD.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, he's been stacking wood. He used the big claw on his tractor. He's hauling wood like crazy.
Yeah.
Got the wood thing chopping. Bob, you have to be comfortable. You're in that wonderful coastal bubble.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you get the little rain, see the deer go by.
Yeah, it's not too harsh here, but most of my time is spent here at home. It's like Viper wanted to contact me through YouTube and all the other day. Most of my time is spent going out front and going out the back of the house and standing guard from the attics. Yeah. That's what a lot of my time is spent doing. You know, I can't stop doing that because I've stopped 16 from walking through that door right there.
Right. They're prepping for the winter. That's why they're robbing everybody blind right now. They're trying to head down south to my area. But when they come here, they're like, oh, my God, what the hell we did? Because we keep finding them dead in the irrigation ditches. No water, but they're still dead from overdose.
Yeah, I think I got about 2 cords stacked up inside the shop. So I got 2 more cords to move in there and get stacked. Probably today's Thursday, so probably by Saturday night, I'll have at least the other 2 cords moved inside by the through the tractor. You know, bring it and just dump it in the one bay there, and I just haul around and stack it up inside. As soon as I get it in, I'm going to call the guys and get them to deliver 2 more cords. They'll give me 6 cords, and I'll stack the other stuff outside and tarp it.
See the
It's usually like it depends on their wood. Sometimes it takes like a year. We don't season. You know, it's not that important. But some people are wood snobs, so they insist. And I get it. I get it why you need to, but sometimes we don't have a choice, and sometimes we don't have the time. So we burn it hot. And, that's why we get slab wood.
See, we don't do the old trick where they sell you $20, especially wood seasoning that you sprinkle on the wood.
Oh yeah,
that's a gag.
Oh, dude,
I would waste your money.
I have gallons of that. $5 again.
It's like, Lord.
I'm going to throw this in there real quick. Having been somebody who burned wood for about 15 years. Okay, yeah, getting slab wood delivered is a beautiful thing. It's a hell of a lot better than trying to split it yourself.
No, we still cut the slab wood. We have to cut it down to fit in the stove.
The point being, if you're not buying seasoned wood and you don't season it yourself, you're putting an awful lot of creosote inside your chimney. I don't care how hot you burn it. Matter of fact, if you burn it too hot, you're going to catch your chimney on fire.
Yeah,
I've seen far too many chimney fires living in Michigan because people never once touch their chimneys. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying people who don't burn seasoned wood that's dried out, has no sap in it at all, is putting a ton of creosote in their chimneys. And a chimney fire is the worst fire you'll ever see because you won't know it's burning until it's far too late.
Yeah.
That's why I made money during the fall, because I go around the places and I charge them $275 to clean their chimneys. I know how to do it. I have the rig before I sold my house.
I've done it
to
too.
do it. And I would go down the street and I smell wood smoke. Money. Pound on the door, show them all the photos. See these dead people?
Al, you're a capitalist. I love that.
Am.
I like that.
You know, I made 1 year from cleaning chimneys, $1,500, just like that, going door to door. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll do your chimney free next year. You tell your friends to call me. And I would give them a business card. And I get 5 more calls.
Right on. Right
Yeah,
on.
we have a fireplace insert, and we have a video out about what we use to clean that. So
Good. Because I know how the whole thing. And if you do clean out your chimneys, especially the old masonry ones, wear a respirator. I keep telling that to all the people.
Oh, that dust won't hurt you much.
Yeah, right. I got a COP machine in my bedroom, and I used to be like Bob, smoke Camels and Lucky Strikes, non-filtered.
Yeah, a lot of that, the creosote dust and stuff has a lot of those
it's crystallized
PM2.5 particles in it.
Right, it's crystallized. It's not soluble in water like a regular dust is.
Right.
So if you have any kind of respiratory issue where you already have mucus in your lungs from an infection, it's not going to come back out in a mucusy puddle. It's crystallized. It sits in your lungs and starts cutting it because of the sharp little edges on it. It's like inhaling glass particles, tear gas.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what tear gas is. It's got glass in it. Yep. That's why it irritates so much. The crystals that are in creosote are going to act just like glass particles. They will slice and dice your lungs, and it's a pretty red sight when you spit it out.
Yeah, Dave used to not the weak pepper spray stuff, but the real tear gas from the military.
Oh, the CS gas?
Yeah, choke and puke. Oh, God.
Yeah, it does. It makes you barf, man.
Try wearing the old hog face. Bob, remember the old hog faced, not the cylinder, the old hog faced ones.
Yeah.
Mine was an M17A1. That was the standard issue in my day. Those work pretty good, but as soon as you take it off inside that gas chamber and recite your social security number,
yeah, I had fun during basic training and going through NBC training. They put 25 of us inside that nice little one-room schoolhouse size building, and it got so smoky in there you couldn't see your own hand in front of your face to the mask. Okay, take that mask off. I took it off. I said, run. I didn't run. I walked. I got yelled at for walking. I said, I grew up in Detroit. This is just like sucking down exhaust fumes from Detroit Motor Company. This is nothing. I got yelled at by my drill sergeants.
Yeah. All right, we got Prep for It's in the house, P2E, Down Under Farm and Forge, Aideneers made it in here. So, hey, everybody. So, go and grab this one more time, put it down there. And Not My Home is here too. Yeah, Not My Home says I'll just put that one up. It's up there. NBC specialist.
Yeah.
Well, when I talked about the CN and CS gas, when I went through the police academy, they had a bottle of the CN. So it wasn't in gas form. They stuck a Q-tip in it, and when you went to leave for lunch, they wiped it under your eye like mascara.
Oh, nice.
So everybody's out there for 15 minutes going, They say, you can't drive away yet. You can't drive away yet. About 15 minutes, everybody's going, oh, finally, it's gone. They go, now you can leave.
There's a trick.
And after lunch, about an hour after lunch, they took an old wire coat hanger, tied it off around a gas canister, and then the sergeant checked the wind, had us stand one way so the wind was blowing from him to us, popped it, and walked along, was waving at make sure everybody got a good dose of the gas. And me and the other guy were standing there with the hits, and we're looking at each other. Is that just smoke, or is that really CS? And we're carrying on a conversation, and he goes back to us and starts waving. He starts whipping it around so much, he wrapped it around his own neck. And then he's like, and for some reason at that time, the other guy, Daryl, and I were like, so we happen to be the part of that 1.5% that CS doesn't affect. However,
you're lucky. You got lucky.
A couple of the others in there were part of the 1.5 that just about died. They were like, the water, and they doused them and stuff, and they had milk and and they had salt water pour on it and milk and everything.
I find out the best thing is yogurt, plain yogurt.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me. Why are you rubbing that white stuff on your face? Wait a second. And they say, why aren't you vomiting or crying? I learned the last 5 times. Yogurt would do it.
In the Air Force, as soon as you would change a permanent base, they'd put you through the gas chamber again, and the M16 again, and on and on. All the training. Oh my God. Yeah,
but the Air Force had better barracks than the Marines or the Army.
Oh yeah,
that's true. Better food too.
Now, if you're lucky and knew the ropes, you could get into the in-flight kitchen and get the bag lunches.
Yeah, we had those served to us out on the flight line if we're stuck out there fixing the airplanes all night. If you're lucky, somebody come by what we call it a bag nasty, a bologna sandwich with cheese, an apple, what else? A little thing of 2% milk, and hey, hurry up and get the airplane fixed. You did that for $20 a day or something like that,
right? The bag nasty you got. Yeah. Whoever wrote out the forms did it wrong, because on my shift and crew, they got fried chicken, roast beef. What was the other one? Fried chicken, roast beef. I forgot the third. And we got the same stuff that the pilots get. The stuff that you got, Bob. Those go for the air crew inside the plane, not for the guys in the front of the plane. So there's 2 lunches in flight. There's 2, and one has nice juice, had orange, 2 hard-boiled eggs, a bag of chips, a fried chicken or roast beef sandwiches with the trimmings.
The trimming.
I missed it. Garden State Gardener's in the house. Dang, I missed him.
Was that with parsley and champagne or something?
No, with gravy and mashed potatoes. Or the fried chicken, roast beef came with au jus.
Ours were made in the one of the cafeteria or one of the dining facilities. We call it chow hall.
Right. You got the chow hall.
There were civilian employees back there. They were part civilian and part GIs. And the civilians would be back there making them bologna sandwiches. I mean, it was like an industrial scale, dude. It was just, you don't like it, eat it anyway.
Right. And then you have the pilots and the navigators. They have a separate line like, we can't feed our men this crap. We have to feed them the good stuff. Roast beef. I even one time had an apple pie in my bag. I couldn't believe it because I know how to fill out the forms. And it's like, gee, these pilots really ate good. While you're flying the plane for 12 hours, you eat good.
I remember one of our squadrons was going to go on a TDY to Italy, and I walked to the chow hall, and there was just all these lined up steaks, all prepared.
Wow!
And I go up to the guy serving, and I go, "Hey, man, no, that's for the pilots. They're going to fly to Italy in just a couple hours." Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. They make more money than we do. They get all the privilege. What the heck? Damn officers.
You just got to know how to write out the form. That's why I was E6 going on to E7 when I left. Because I know how to type the codes in right. And it's like, I got the good coffee. I got the good sodas. I got the good fruit juices. I got the good toilet paper. That was the number one thing. You do not want the illicit toilet paper. God. Ask Bob or Dave.
I survived through it. I survived, man. I survived. But I was, I was upset once when in the Air Force chow hall when they no longer served chocolate cake, champagne, and lobster. I was pretty pissed.
Like I said, you have to know paperwork.
It wasn't up to me. My duty was on the airplanes.
Right.
Yeah,
y'all had good stuff, man. When I was down in Fort Benning, Georgia, we had a Quonset hut that was moved by cockroaches, and we were told if we killed the cockroaches, we'd get severe punishment.
I did a TDY with the Army's 9th Infantry Division, and man, I mean, they fed the guys, but it wasn't very much. It was real plain, real basic. But, I remember when the Marine Corps, when the Marine Aviation would come into our base and dogfight with the Air Force, and those Marines would walk into our chow halls and their eyes would bulge out. And hey man, you want more, get more. You mean I can have more? Yeah, have all you want, dude. Just have all you want,
Before they closed Mather down, and also I think, is Travis still working or not?
I don't know.
Travis, oh yeah, Travis is full bore. Because
Okay.
Travis also has part of the satellite tracking stuff where they track all the
Right.
nuts and bolts.
Yeah, because they transferred it from SAC. When they had SAC bases of those things, the Marines and Army and Navy would fight to get onto the whatchamacallit. I wore. You ever wore mess dress?
Yeah,
The
not
A1s,
mess dress, but the Smurf suit. Yeah, I did a few times.
right? I had to wear that, and I have to go make sure all the officers are seated. Had to wear the whole SAC command, and it seat the officers. Had the white gloves out. There you go, sir. Yes, sir. No,
Okay,
sir.
Empath Embracing Life is leaving us. Good night, Empath.
Al, I don't like you. You got all the champagne and caviar. I don't like you.
I did all the
DB's just
paperwork.
trying to
I
make
was the
people
guy
sick.
in the background going, "You son of a bitch." It's like I'm at 11 o'clock in the morning. Everybody goes to bed. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, how much paperwork do I got? And they bring me another.
Hey, girl.
I was always pretty good to the Marines and the Navy when they'd come TDY to our base. And I remember a couple of Marines walked in. I was in a hydraulic shop doing modular repairs on electrically controlled hydraulic valves and things like that. A couple of Marines walked in and goes, "Hey, you guys got any number 6 O-rings?" And I opened up the bench stock and I said, "How many do you want?" Because there's like lines of that stuff. We had good logistics, man. And I threw him out 3 or 4, and he goes, "How many more can we have?" I said, "Well, how do you want? What else you want?" I handed those guys until they filled their pockets with stuff. Because the Marines got such a low budget, man. They had to really salvage and scrounge, and their airplanes were 35 and 40 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the old A4 Sky Raiders and stuff like that. And we were flying, F-16s, F-15s, and I don't know, different times. But.
Yeah. Bob, yeah, you did in the later 80s and early 90s, right?
Early 80s and into the late 80s. Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, because I was in the late 70s and early 80s, and I phased out of the reserves in 85.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went someplace else, which I cannot talk about at this time because I would get in trouble.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Al. Come on.
Hey, I don't want to go to Anchorage.
What? Come on.
Hey,
what?
We had to sign NDAs.
So did I.
Huh?
So did I.
You're a mechanic. They could do
my
less with
NDA still has another 15 years on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Oh my
forever.
God. How can you keep a secret that long?
No, when they closed
just-
my go ahead, Bob.
You just don't talk about anything unless you're asked. And even among us airmen, a different specialty codes on the airbase. We all lived in the same barracks. When we got off work, we didn't talk about, like when the jet engine guys didn't talk to me about the hydraulics, and I didn't talk to the maintenance schedulers. We just didn't talk about it. I did ask one of the engine crew guys a question once, and he goes, "All I had to say was it's on a need to know." I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's very compartmentalized.
That's like
big
my
time.
nephew. My nephew was working on the for the Navy, the F-14 Tomcats, and he was out there working on it, and they were very, very strict on who could see when that compartment was open. Well, he was working on it, and he saw the pilot for that plane come walking over, closed it down.
Correct.
Oh, I just want to watch you. Sorry, you're not supposed to be here looking while I'm working at it.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, you're doing a good job," and took off.
There
And he
was
opened it back up and went back to work.
there was a panel on the F-16s and that might be the same panel on the Tomcat, but it was a code that the pilot could enter to open up all the levels of communication. And I mean, he's got to have communication, and it's all got to be encrypted in the air.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been the same thing. Yeah, you got no business looking at that. The pilot knows the code. When he comes out of the briefing room, he goes to it and he'll change it. The crew chief don't see it. Nobody else sees it but the pilot. You know?
Right. And sometimes the crypto guys that gives the code to the pilot. But that's only two people, the pilot and the crypto guys.
Yeah.
And those are the guys next to Bob that I have to make sure they're on the plane, get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Because when I was SAC command, my orders were those are the three people to protect. They don't give a care if we die, the base blows up, anybody else, but those three guys, the pilot, the mechanics, the text that goes with the mechanics, and the crypto guys. Boy, we were pissed.
Well, I had a situation like that. We constantly were training for chemical biological warfare. So we had our issued mop suits head to toe, and we'd have to fix the airplanes and marshal them and all that in those things. And we had a full-blown exercise, and the simulation was that we were hit with, a blistering agent or hallucinogenic agent, whatever it was. And the pilots came out, and you should have seen their chemical biological warfare stuff. It was like a spacesuit. They had a separate, and it was like a spacesuit. And that's when one of the old master sergeants says, "Hey, airmen, keep in mind, we got to keep these guys alive to get the airplanes out. You've got about 2 or 3 hours and then you're dead." That's the way it is. Okay. All right. I got it.
That's one thing I liked back when I joined in '85. They were at least honest of your life expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, it's, "Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it."
Mm-hmm. I knew what my chances were in an actual real hardcore shooting war was, because I only wore my Smurf suit a couple times, 2 or 3 times maybe, for change of command and things like that. I never wore it. I was a mechanic, and we were all in line different times. And the master sergeants and stuff who served in Vietnam, every one of those guys had Purple Hearts. All of them did.
Wow.
And combat infantry badges from being out. They say, "Oh, the Air Force." No, these guys all got torn up in Vietnam. Well, as soon as you see that, and one guy had the Congressional Medal of Honor from Vietnam, but he was in the Marine Corps. And as soon as you see that stuff from these average Air Force airmen that I worked with every day, it was like, I realized my life expectancy when the rockets and the mortars start coming over the wire. You just got to accept the fact that you're expendable.
Right.
That's just the way it is.
I have like
Dave, you said you went in '85.
Uh-huh.
I believe my wife went in '84.
That's when I enlisted.
Yeah.
Because
I met her in
I was
a couple years later, and I think it was '87. I met my wife. And
what service was she in?
She was in the Army, 91st Division, and she was her unit was a unit of drill sergeants, and so she was. Yes.
I'm sorry.
No. I had once we were married, she got me the spouse card so I could go on base down there.
Right.
And I be down there, and she, even though her unit was a unit of drill sergeants, her main thing was finance, taking care of everybody's pay and everything else. And it was funny watching some of the new ones come into the unit, come in there, and they go into the office area and stuff. I need this done, I need this done. And she'd look at her and she'd go, Sergeant so-and-so, did you just say you had a sex change operation? Let me get the proper form for that. No, Sergeant Campbell. No, Sergeant Campbell. I'm sorry, Sergeant Campbell.
Yeah.
That's freaking hilarious.
Or the other ones, you just got a name change? Okay, I'll get that in there right away. No, please, no. Because the name change, their pay gets screwed up for at least 3 months.
Yeah.
Hey, here he is, the Viper.
Hey, Viper.
Hi, everybody.
And things, when the sex change goes through, woo!
I remember in boot camp, these guys were pros. They knew how to really hurt you, and they also knew how to make you laugh. You know, and when you're standing at attention, you don't smirk, you don't smile, you just eyes front, stand there like a statue. They would terrorize us and it's funny. That's the funny stuff because they're joking about the guys in your flight. You know, hey, little Mickey Mouse ears over there. You know, you're just going to stand there, and as soon as you hear somebody go, try to hold back a laugh. Down on your faces.
Yep, stand at attention. Just don't lock your knees, or you'll be the first one passed out on the ground.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of people.
I watched a lot of guys go through basic training face plant because they locked their knees.
Yep.
I wanna quickly say hi to everybody in the side chat because I said I came in and then I just disappeared because I went to take a shower and all that. But hello to everybody that tagged me and said hello, and hello to everybody currently. I'm up to date.
What's up, Vipa, Mr. LA?
Long day, man. We had a 79 international scout come in. Another one that came in today, and the guy is going to take a road trip with his family and the scout to San Diego. Right on. And it's fully restored. It's beautiful. It was like a baby blue with white, but it needed everything like a once over, like transmission pan gasket, like because it was leaking everywhere. So we fixed all the leaks. Transmission pan gasket, oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket, fresh oil, fresh trans fluid, air filter, you name it. We had to change the wheels too. Like we did everything on that truck today because it needed to leave today.
I wouldn't mind one of those.
Yeah, they're going up.
I may be able to buy me a Jeep.
Hey, Bob.
Possibly.
Yeah.
One of my other nephews was in the Marines, and before he went in the Marines, I told him a joke, and he was on the ground holding his side, laughing so hard. Now you got to understand, Jamal is actually he's a step nephew. He's from my brother's wife's first thing, and so he's African American.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is the joke I told him.
Hence the name Jamal.
This joke got him in so much trouble in the last week of boot camp. And he goes, this guy goes in the bar. He goes up, orders himself a drink. He's having a nice time chatting with the bartender, a couple of guys. And this short person comes up, gets a drink and starts staring at him. And the guy's drinking, he goes like, what's going on? And finally goes, what's your problem? And he goes, I bet I can make you cry and not touch you. And the guy goes, what the heck's this guy's problem? No, there ain't no way he's going to make me cry by not touching. He goes, you're on. What do you bet? He goes, $50. So we both put $50 on the counter. And the guy just stands there and stares at him for another 5 minutes. And finally he goes, knock, knock. And he goes, who's there? Boo. He goes, boo hoo. See, I told you I could make you cry.
Oh, God.
He goes, oh, man. He was so mad. And I go, say, your guy got the money and walked off. And he goes, oh, man, he got me. I got to try to do that on somebody else. And he's waiting, looking around the bar. Oh, there's no big people in here yet. The next big guy comes in. I'm going to do it to him. Well, a couple of minutes later, this big, huge African-American guy comes in, goes up to the bar, orders a shot and stuff. And he starts staring at him. He goes, what's your problem, sucker? He goes, I bet you I can make you cry without touching you. And the guy goes, ain't no way. $100 says I can make, and he puts it on the bar. $100 says I can make you cry without touching you. You're on. A couple minutes staring at him. And finally goes, knock, knock. Who dare? Boo. Who be boo?
Oh,
and he accidentally told the guys that on one of the when they had some weekend time, told that joke to them, got a bunch of them laughing. They're all in line, standing up there. The drill sergeants are giving them a forward. Somebody behind Jamal goes, "Who be boo?" And Jamal went down laughing. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the DIs thought that he was laughing at them. Oh man. Give me 100 push-ups. Give me another 100 push-ups. He said they just rode him for about 2 hours. And then the one they called him in and they go, "Why are you laughing at us?" And he told them the joke. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he closed the door, he heard him bust up laughing. All the DI started laughing.
Hey, Viper.
But he got his revenge because a group of the guys had shaved the head, being ultramarines. And it was one of those guys that said it. So in the middle, after one night when they're all really tired, he got out a permanent marker and drew smiley faces on the back of their heads. So when they dropped down to do push-ups, there's a smiley face looking at the DI.
Oh, not good. Not good. Yeah. Viper.
Yes, sir.
You and that other smart aleck last night. I stood up to, my wife had come home. I stood up to go greet her or whatever. And I sat back down and this freaking Viper here, this LA dude here. Hey, I just saw a frog butt.
Oh, no, that was full throttle.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Hey, you jumped. I'll tell you what. What are you talking about? A frog butt? You got no butt. So what do you expect? I'm old.
That was
But I'm
me.
gonna remedy the situation. I picked up a DVD of Zumba. Zumba.
Oh, I thought it would have said Brazilian butt.
I gave these guys a booty shake, a little booty dance. And, oh my god, just to rub salt in the wound, man.
Oh, it was so funny.
No, this is one of those.
You had fishes going. She even talked about it again today when I talked to her.
No, what you need to do is you need to go watch that video I posted after my live stream. Watch that link at the last 10 minutes of it is some good old fashioned 1980s aerobicise.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Jazzercise.
No, not jazzercise. It's aerobicise.
Hedgehog Farms is here.
Oh, hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura. There was a 30-minute program every morning that you clicked on, and you see these ladies in leotards doing jazzercise.
No, I'm pure and innocent. I would never watch something like that.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
You probably watched it before you went to school.
I see the horns coming out of you there.
Somebody got an extra pair of waders. The crap's getting pretty deep
It's
around
getting
here.
about that deep. You're gonna need to get. No, but
You're going to need some poopery to ward off that stench.
Oh, a lot of it. Yeah, more than I can have. You're gonna need a pump truck, But Viper Gil was asking what kind of stuff we're working on for prepping and all that, and I'm thinking a little bit ahead because October is the beginning of hunting season here in Washington State and many other states, and I got a project of taking like these DVDs and stuff and making them for something to hang in the trees to reflect light.
Mm-hmm.
and different methods to be able to go into the forest and find your way back out. And if you get stuck, how to put stuff around you that's reflective and bright colors, So that's why I bought the Zumba thing, I don't think
Sure, it's your story. You can stick to it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever look as good as that little.
Yes. Oh my God.
No, Lord.
Hey, my wife has that tape. I mean, the disc. Zumba disc. I just happened to look over here and it popped up into the screen here.
Oh, that's good.
Zumba Rush, I guess. These were like a $1 each in a secondhand store.
Courtney.
Yes.
So my dad is messaging me. Like, it's funny watching him like with the new phone, what he can do.
Oh, with his brand new iPhone.
Yeah. So anyway, today they sent my dad some other papers to sign, and it went to the underwriter. Now the bank said, my dad's banker said the underwriter was looking at the general contractor letter. There are 2 milestones. Final risk review, which is where we're now. They are checking the letter from the general contractor now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what he wrote right now.
So what's in the report? Did they even tell you?
So my dad, well, that's the thing. I'm like, what? Why is my dad saying he's not convinced with the letter?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what does that mean? He wouldn't tell me. And finally, he sends me a letter. He sends me a picture of the letter, and it says, to whom it may concern, after a visual inspection of the property located at blah, 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 Tennessee, conducted on this date, my conclusion is the roof has no current leaks or need for immediate repairs due to past damages. It appears successful efforts have been made to repair the past leaks and any signs of water damages or potential mold fungal-like substance that were present.
So
It
there's
is
no
my-
mold and nothing wrong with the roof.
Yeah, it is my opinion that if property maintained and cared for, the roof should have another 2+ years of life or more. Thanks, the contractor, or whatever.
God is looking out for you, buddy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question:
Basically, it has
did Ida go over that house?
Huh?
Did Ida go over the house?
Oh, nowhere near it.
Okay, good.
So
Either way,
basically,
Either
you
way,
have to
even
go
if it
through
did,
all the underwriting crap, which that could take a while because those people really just stretch
40
it out.
45 hours.
Yeah, but once that is, you got the house. They just have to do all their mumbo jumbo.
40. I asked my dad how
Oh,
long
wow.
is the underwriting going to take? 45 days or 3 days? And he says 45 hours.
Okay, it better not
Oh.
be taking no 30 days again.
I mean, it might be
Yeah.
2 months at this rate.
Mhm,
You know? That's what I said. I said maybe we're gonna get the inspection postponed, or the closing is gonna be postponed for Thanksgiving, and then it's gonna be Christmas, and then it's gonna be New Year's. You know?
Well, people have told me with this market right now that it's taking forever to close houses, and people are having
Yeah.
trouble getting loans because
Here's
the
the
house market is just like,
Wow.
Another-
It's about ready to burst.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to go.
Yes, they're probably in my truck. I don't know, or somewhere in the house.
See,
Another
you're
thing my
we're
dad-
gonna get it.
Another thing, just do it. Another thing my dad told me is that the houses in that area are going for $150,000 to $500,000, and this house is, we're basically buying it for under $100,000.
It's basically two houses in one too.
Yeah, and the house is pretty much solid. It just needs some TLC. No big deal for us. I mean, you know,
It's lived in.
uh-huh.
Mhm,
Which
I
is
got it.
kind of weird because when we got this place here, the one across the street from the main compound, when we got it in January, the realtor, was saying, okay, there may be problems because it's a manufactured home.
Mhm.
Boom, 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 and all of a sudden it's like we closed 2 days early, and it's like,
My wife needs my help. She's trying to find checks, so I have the wireless headphones. I'm gonna be listening.
so I mean, ours was just it was amazingly how fast ours closed.
Yeah.
And the underwriters got their stuff done in 2 hours.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
And all they need to do is just they said they pulled out the right one template, filled it in, boom,
Finding-
done.
See,
Hey,
but
Viper,
your
Viper
dream.
Backwoods said that Tennessee right now everything's good. He finished his up in a total of 44 days. Seeing as how you can't see it at the moment.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, on our house overseas, I told this on the podcast last night. Mrs. said to me, yesterday, she said, "Hun, start gathering up your favorite canned and dried food." Well, why? I have a lot of it for the preps. And she goes, because I'm going to start getting what do you call it? Not Balakatan boxes, but Kapabayan boxes. Boxes that you can send to the Philippines for $80 flat rate and get my favorite food in the house. We're going to start sending next month. So I was like, yeah.
Party time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when we get there, there's going to be lechon, a big roast pig, all this stuff,
Right.
Oh, man.
Folks, and especially Bob, you
Mhm.
got to do it within the next month. You don't want to do it in November because I warned people about this. Everything on the food chain, the food thing, because you're lucky you're on the West Coast. So you're near the ports. The Midwest, Central States, Ohio,
I might just have
East
to
Coast
make it.
is going to get slammed with 31% food hikes. Your food bill is going to hike in November.
It already has.
It's already
No,
up
that's-
17%.
That's the little hike. We're talking the major hike, 31% for the winter.
Beige.
This is the big one, folks.
Well,
So
we're
if
gonna
you
be Philly a lot. I can tell you that. I got
Right.
beans out the wazoo up in here.
right, so you better stockpile as much as you can.
Mhm.
Fill an empty closet up with food. Because next time you look at
Either-
Cheerios and
I
like,
buy
Yeah.
these for
We're solid. We're solid on our stockpiles.
$14 shipping, or
I've been doing this for
I'm sorry.
years, man. Years and
Sugar can be
years.
cheap.
But yeah, well, that's just one of those milestones to get over. I just like when she finally
Either
says,
we- yeah,
"Start
that's the game.
sending your favorite
That's what I
food
did. Took me 5
overseas."
months on
Like,
my truck. I could have spent 10 grand on my.
I had to mute my okay.
Oh,
now I
I-
muted him. I
I'm
muted
so-
you. I muted you while you were talking to her.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I thought I had my mic up. I'm sorry.
It's still picking you up.
yeah,
That's okay.
My apologies.
That's okay. We won't throw any red water balloons at you tonight.
Damn it.
I just got Julie. I got to get my ophthalmologist and the guy who makes my lenses. They still say I have to wait until my eyes stabilize, because one eye I can see real good close, the other eye I can see far away close, and when you put them together, I'm blind as a bat. Because I have one glasses. Oh God, this is funny. This was last week when they took it, because my eyeball. This is my driving glasses. See, there's something missing right here.
You need to clean the other side too. It's dirty.
That's half your problem.
No, I was gonna say, no wonder you can't see a darn thing. Your glasses are filthy dirty. Dang, man.
You don't have cataracts now. Just clean your glasses.
That's half your problem.
Yeah, that's from the optician holding the lenses to pop out.
They do that. I know. They put fingerprints all over them, all kinds of stuff. Carl Zeiss. I like that. Zeiss is good stuff, man.
Yeah, Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's half your problem.
Yeah, but I need a correct lens so I can see to drive,
Oh, good
basically,
going.
because I can't drive right now. They says not behind the wheel at all costs. I said I can still see the road. Yeah, but you can't tell distance. Okay, so I did scrape the garage a couple of times, moving my war wagon back in my concrete pad. I still have to film that.
Are they gonna like withhold your driver's license or something like that?
Oh no, my family's holding that.
Okay.
Came in.
If I need
Hold
to,
up. Came
Go
in. Keep comments like that to the minimum, please. YouTube and Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all them guys are cracking down on anybody that says derogatory comments or that kind of comment in their streams.
Right.
I would have hidden it, but I'm not a mod in this channel, so
You're not?
It was taken care of.
Jeez.
All right, Viper, type something in.
Watch out for that guy. He called me a frog booty last night. Watch
No,
out
I
for
did
him.
not. That was
You
full
did
throttle.
too.
You know what? As I recall, I think it was Viper.
No,
Right.
you know what I said? No, you know what
You're
I said?
You're outnumbered.
You're
dude.
fine,
You are
Kalen.
outnumbered.
Listen, I have a stream to prove it, and not only that, he said it the first time, but when you came back the second time, I was like, ribbit. That's all I said.
I'm
All I said.
teasing you, dude.
I
I'm teasing
know.
Like I said, folks, since the first, what's today? Second?
No,
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, second. We have started the machine towards the early stages of SHTF. So I tell everybody, be very careful and watch your tongue and whatever you write down or phone messages, because the Democrats went nuts. They want everybody's phone records.
Oh, they've already got it. It's already been passed.
Yeah.
They've already got it. Unless you're running an encrypted email service, and unless you have a satellite phone, which is encrypted, they got your information. They got everything you send. They do watch for certain keywords. I mean, they're not going through Courtney's emails going, what'd she write today? Now, if she types in a certain keyword,
They're after the
it flags the system. The system then pulls up that email.
They're after the poop troop.
Well,
Or
you
the
never know.
tomatoes.
I was trying to put the poop troop emojis in here, and I was like, what the hell? Where are they? Oh yeah.
They're on her channel. Her line.
Yeah.
Yes, Proton mail service. You want encrypted services? Use Proton. They can't read it.
Right.
It's encrypted on your sender's end, and it's decrypted on your end.
Yeah. I have Signal, and I use that for
It's
some of
junk.
my messages.
It's junk.
I'll just speak in Cebuano. So.
Well, you'll confuse them for a minute until they get another Marine that's got language skills and.
No,
We had
I don't do anything foolish. Just.
Well, I spent a couple years on the Navajo reservation. Maybe I'll just type it all in Navajo.
That works. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll screw them up for a while.
That's kind of like Cebuano. Only a couple million people on the whole planet speak that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, folks, be very careful. They're monitoring everything. And it's like I look outside like, that's odd. And I look in my little cul-de-sac. We have a sign because I have a sign up there that says deaf children, be cautious. And this white car with all the antennas roared down the street. And I'm looking at him and he looks at me and he turns around at a high speed past the deaf kid's house and goes out the other way. And I live in a cul-de-sac. There's only one way. You have to pass my house. And I'm looking at him from a walker, and he's looking at me like, oh, hell. He spotted me and just...
Who was that? What are you saying?
I don't know who drove the white SUV, but I know the antennas he had rigged on top of his car. It's not one of the local boys. It's federal. So I got to figure out which federal idiot.
Oh, almost all federal agencies now are using what is about the size of a 3-inch antenna. They're all trunk systems.
That's what
and they're all encrypted. The scanners that are out there nowadays can't pick it up. They're all trunked. They're all encrypted.
Yeah.
There's one department that's near me that runs a full trunked encrypted system, and we can't hear anything they say. But that's also the drug task force.
That's how mine is. All my antennas are like the 3-inch antennas, and then in the back I have two little black, like I call them. That's what they're called, pepper shakers. They look like pepper shaker antennas. They're little black cylinder, about 3 inches as well on both sides. But prior to that, when it was like full on CHP, it had like an 8-foot long antenna in the middle. Those highway patrol antennas are huge.
Yeah, trunk systems are a lot better now than they used to be.
I don't trust.
San Francisco. I'm not going to really get into this, but San Francisco is trying something new to combat an uptick in pew-pew crimes, paying people not to shoot at others.
Oh, the $300 bribe. That's funny.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Oh, hell, they need to send me the $300 and I'll put it to better use. Because then people out there ain't going to use it except
how
for
does
drugs.
It work? Is it like $300 a week, a day, a month, or is it $300 a thought? Because if it's a thought, I'm going to be rich.
It's $300 a month.
$300 a month, I could buy me a new air rifle every month.
That's what I'm saying. You could buy yourself new toys every month.
So you just say, I'll take it. I won't shoot anybody. And you just quietly stab, strangle, and beat the person to death.
Yeah.
I'll just do like a monkey and throw poop at him.
True.
Yeah.
Well, Tasha already has a lamb chop or lamb.
I'll just get my Men in Black thing and flashy thingy them.
Yeah, poop.
I would.
You will remember any. Look here, gentlemen. Oh,
Courtney, I was watching old Twilight Zone episode on the Sci-Fi Channel, and they killed somebody with a whatchamacallit, leg of lamb, and she fed it to the police with mint sauce. And like, that's Barbara Billingsley. That's Bieber's mother.
To be honest, I spent a long time since I even seen that. When I said the roast thing, I wasn't talking about that, but that is such a funny coincidence.
I was watching the Science Fiction Channel. Here's Barbara Billingsley serving the policeman. You look hungry after a hard shift. Why don't you boys come into the house? Here's some potatoes and some mint gravy and roasted leg of lamb. Well, we got to find the murderer of your husband, ma'am. Somebody clubbed him with a heavy instrument. Can you pass the mint gravy?
Mrs. Cleaver is a stone cold killer. She's a stone cold killer. Tell you, there's psychos everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil.
Yeah.
Can I do a promotion real quick?
Sure.
Okay, folks, next week, I'm not sure exactly what time yet on Tuesday. It may be earlier than normal, so you may have to clear out your calendars. We're going to have Doc Bones and Nurse Amy on my channel again.
Yes.
Discussing the brand spanking new 4th edition. It's heavier. I should have my copy by Saturday, so I can at least pretend to read a page or two of it.
It's this much taller and that much wider too, besides being thicker too.
Yeah, it's a bigger book than the old book, which is right here.
That's cool.
I have notes. As you can see, I got a few pages bookmarked already. But next Tuesday, at least at 9, if not at 8, depending on, what time Doc has to get in bed. Nurse Amy keeps a pretty strict leash on him.
Yeah.
So next week, we will have Doc Bones and Nurse Amy on my channel again.
Nice.
I can take
I have another off-topic thing. According to the news here an hour ago, it's not a joke anymore. McDonald's ice cream machines are broken so much of the time that the FTC is now investigating what's going on in the kitchens of one of the world's most popular fast food chains. McDonald's unreliable ice cream machines reportedly under FTC investigation.
Yeah.
Well, they aren't broken, folks. They aren't broken. What they do is like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they clean the machines, and then they don't put anything back in it. And they're like, say it's broken, because they don't want to have to clean the machine again. It's just
how many federal dollars is it going to take to be put into a pork barrel fund to figure that out?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to here? Well, I think I have an idea how much. They spent $1.5 million trying to improve the taste of tomatoes. So we're talking. Yeah, that's a real story. That's the truth. They've spent $1.5 million to improve the taste of tomatoes and failed miserably at it. So we're probably going to spend at least that much trying to figure out why McDonald's ice cream machines are broken.
Honestly, what Courtney said is not the first time I've heard that.
It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me,
When I was in college, I worked at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's exactly what they do.
You want to hear something horrible?
No.
Cargill is the same supplier for the McDonald's milkshake powder that comes in those bags. Do you know what they really feed those things with?
No.
They feed baby calves with it.
Yeah.
Well, I know that stuff is like real, like it's like it's almost like a creamy milk, whatever. And
it's animal feed.
Dump
they
it.
have one side they have for McDonald's, the other side for baby cows. Different bags. It just diverts.
That's so
it's green. It's Soylent Green.
Hey, that's already being sold in Walmart. I don't know what y'all flipping out about. They already literally says Soylent Green in Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all flipping out at.
So every time somebody's sucking down a McFlurry, you gotta wondering, is that cow food or is it ice cream shake?
Wow.
Because there's no ice cream in it.
Well, I asked my daughter. My daughter and her husband both were managers at 2 separate McDonald's a couple of years back before they had 4 kids.
That's why diabetics can have shakes and ice cream at McDonald's and Dairy Queen, because it's technically not ice cream.
No, it's moo cow food.
Milk or whatever they call it.
It's moo cow food for baby calves to get them fat.
Wow.
That's your calf is kind of skinny. You feed this Cargill powder, and within 5 weeks, you have a nice fat calf.
You know what always disturbed me when I worked there is the liquid egg.
Yeah.
It actually said on the carton, liquid egg product.
Product?
Yes, product.
You don't want to know where that comes from.
I can imagine.
So if you ever get like a folded egg or whatever they call them on your sandwich, that's what that is. Egg product.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob knows what I'm talking about, and I won't tell you because it'll make everybody. I'm not eating McDonald's breakfast sandwiches anymore, or the McFlurry.
Anyway.
Because you ever notice all the kids who are drinking McFlurries are now kind of husky kind of people? Yeah, that's all the hormones from the cow feed.
Yeah. Pack it on. Pack it on.
Yeah. Moo. Mom, I'm a little girl. Give me another McFlurry. Moo.
Yeah, like when I worked at McDonald's a long time ago, it was at least 25 years ago. But when I worked there, they just started getting in the liquid egg product. Before, it was an actual egg and you had like a little thing and you flipped it yourself. You scrambled them and you flipped them yourself. Then when I started working there, we started getting egg product, and it came in a half-gallon milk container, cardboard milk container. And yeah, the thought of it makes me want to barf. Like,
it's all in an effort to destabilize your immune system, so manufactured things can cause global disruptions. I'm trying to say it so no keywords are mentioned.
Yeah, but like I said, wait until you guys
rumbly and the tumbly.
I'll be laughing my head off. It's worse than Soylent Green. I prefer eating Soylent Green because Soylent Green is people. I do not want to eat Dole yeast. I'll start shooting up the... Like, why is Uncle Alan chasing everybody with a willing mallet and holding stakes?
I don't understand the Soylent Green thing, to tell you the truth, to be honest.
It's from a movie.
Yeah,
I know that. It's a known fact people can't eat people. You'll get Changus disease. You'll get disease.
What they did is they scooped up people
the Aborigines who do it.
Processed them.
Yeah. Basically, I read the book. Soylent Green is an anagram of soybeans and lentils mashed together to make a little cracker. In the book, what was doing is they take the harmful products of the human body that got rid of it, and then keep the good stuff, and they grind everybody up to and extrude them out. And there's your Soylent Pink, Soylent Green, Soylent Blue, Soylent Yellow, and different shades of colors to make the population happy. Today we have Soylent Blue. Tomorrow, Soylent Green. Today, Soylent Pink at a discount. Because if you watch the movie, here's Charlton Heston beating people with a nightstick, and you say, see, Soylent Green, 50% off. Pink is the special of the day.
Hey, Backwoods, I seen something on it already.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it yet either.
I have.
The mutant?
No, the
Mew. Next month we'll have Lou.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Then the 2 months after that, we're gonna have Jingpin.
Yep.
Mama J's in the house.
Hi, Mama J.
And Farmer's son Prepping is in the house.
Mama's in the house. Y'all better behave now. She crack out that cutting board and beat it upside
Hi,
your
Mama
head.
J. Love you.
Yeah, make sure you watch her videos. She does really good cooking videos. Like I said, folks, I've been cooking this evening. I got...
That's where he knows Soylent Green came from.
No, I didn't cook anybody. I was making chicken korokke. It's like orange chicken, but I deep fry the chicken breast about this big because 2 weeks I'm in bed, and guess what the church ladies fed to my elderly and disabled people? Grits, hot dogs, and pork and beans, and those stupid plastic wrapped crackers for 3 days. And then they fed them something else, and I was like, I was screaming at them.
People can't really eat ribs unless you really, really, really cook it.
I use when I do short rib, when I pressure cook them, I pressure cook them in 3 Instapots. So they're tender off the bone. So it just
because they're always saying they're tough because they can't chew it.
Right. But when they eat my food, they said, this short rib is so soft, I don't need my dentures. And I seen people with no teeth suck it down.
Soylent Green. I love it.
Hey, that's next year too. Hot diggity doggy.
2022. Yeah.
Oh, when my wife went out of town a few weeks ago, all I got was bread and water, man. You guys eat good.
Hey.
It was so funny when you sent her that picture.
I thought you guys would get a kick out of that.
Right. When I do the cooking, they eat well because I make sure they always have a cupcake. They have a green salad, a fruit salad. If I have time, I'll make soup, but everybody complains about my soups. They said, we don't like this. I said, it's good vegetarian vegan soup. It's tofu, has seaweed, has fish head in it.
Hey, that looks like Bill standing there watching the line.
Look, I'm cooking food. It's
So
going
many
fast
green
and
crackers. So
Those
many
look like
green
Post-its.
crackers.
I have
like
to watch that
Post-its.
movie again. There's quite a few movies I haven't watched in ages, and
Oh,
even though it's stupid, but
Andromeda Strain.
Andromeda Strain is another
Yep.
one that's decent to watch.
Fahrenheit 451. I think that was
Oh,
a
that's a
British
good-
movie, the original. I think that was a British
Yes,
movie.
it was.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then there was another one from the 70s I forgot about.
What I find funny is people say, "Oh, those movies ain't real." Well, true. The movie itself isn't real, but if you watch closely, you can pick up certain little tips and tricks that people who are making those movies realize this could be useful.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, some movies are so full of malarkey that you need 2 pairs of waders and an overhaul set just to stay clean. But so once in a while, you find a little teeny nugget that's worth keeping.
Documentary.
I enjoyed the movies that were not the movies that have tons of CGI and magic. Right. They're just I'm not interested in that stuff.
I've been listening when I was sick in bed rest because I have this old vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody remember the TV series from 1959? I dated myself again.
Yeah, you did.
Peter Gunn. Nobody ever remember that old TV show? It was the slickest show ever. Peter Gunn.
Peter Gunn. I watched reruns of it.
I have the soundtrack to it, and it's one of the best jazz soundtracks. Peter Gunn, and people would look at me like, Uncle Alan, that's 50 or 70 years old. And I'm like, I like Peter Gunn. I like Henry Mancini. He wrote
I like Paladin.
Paladin was pretty good too.
My drill instructor made me call mine a rifle. Peter.
This is for running. This is for gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun.
No, the TV series.
Oh my Lord.
I do believe the train has left the tracks, folks.
I know.
Derail.
You have Viper and Bob on your panel. The train always leaves the track.
I'm a victim. I got called a frog booty. Okay, I'm a victim.
Bob.
Not by me.
Hold on. Let's set the record straight here. Bob, you are not the victim. You instigate just as much as Viper does. You're both co-conspirators in derailing every single train that I've seen. Both of you.
But it's fun. And Viper still denied. I heard a rivet.
Rivet doesn't mean me calling you that. It's just a sound effect.
Just stop, dude. You're cold busted. Just stop.
Oh, my baby.
I'm not busted.
Oh, my darling.
I know that. Hello, my ragtime gal.
See, you guys have derailed it so bad that Gil had to go hide himself. I mean,
good God, Keelan, you're a baby.
They Live, Julie. Yes, I have seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yes, I've seen it.
Oh, with Roddy Piper. That was a cool movie. I like the one-liners he'd throw out. That woman who's one of them, in a mirror, and she's combing her hair, and Roddy Piper could see her, and he goes, "Well, that's just like putting perfume on a pig."
Yeah, I know. They
I'll
live.
be right back, guys.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when I was.
No, Courtney, you don't need to go get toys.
I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick butt.
He's got that shotgun. He's got that shotgun. I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick butt.
I forget what he said about America, but he had one great line about America.
Okay. Oh, Red Skeleton?
Who's that?
Or someone else? Because I know Mama Jay just put up there. She watched Red Skeleton to laugh at him. Red Skeleton has a great vid. You can find a bunch of them on there. Red Skeleton on the Pledge of Allegiance. That is a great one and when he recorded it, there were only 48 states at the time.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Or he talks about it and talks about when he grew up learning it. They sent from that time they added One Nation Under God to it. Or under God, yeah, it's Yeah, I guarantee you, if you're military, you will love Red Skeleton's take on the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. Because a lot of people don't know the Pledge of Allegiance was written by a sergeant in the Union Army, one armed sergeant, in 1867. It was revised during the 20s and early 30s by a socialist who said we need a national allegiance pledge, but they shortened it, and they also wanted to discredit the original writer. He's African American. What the hell? He's fighting in the Civil War for? Well, let's see. He was black and he was fighting for his freedom. He was a slave and he lost his arm. You know, that always cracks me up when people like, you mean the
Hey, that was Francis Bellamy in 1892.
1892.
It was formally adopted by Congress is formally adopted by Congress in 1942.
Yep.
And on Flag Day, June 14th, 1954, the year my brother was born, they added the words "under God."
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, that other one was already in there, but they added the words "under God."
Yeah.
Because it used to be longer than that. I read the original text.
Viper, you want me to stand up again?
Yes, please. I can stand up. You want to see my feet?
Ah, Lord.
I don't want to. I'm not no foot thing. No,
Hey, Bobby, you want to see my feet? I'll show you my.
You guys keep going. We're going to have the NTSB show up in here, try to figure out what happened to the dang train.
I'll show you my toes. I'll show you.
Woo, here comes James. Woo, ah! Yes, I went and raided the grandkids' toy room. I got to find out where they hid the big Thomas. There's a big Thomas train in there. I was going to bring it in here.
Yeah, and then one night you're walking around the house like, what the heck I stepped on? Thomas the train.
Lego.
This is a big one. This is about this tall and about that long and about that wide. It would be, I stubbed my toe on it and broke my toe.
What'd you do with Corky? Where'd Corky go?
I think Corky had
I think she went to go looking for toys too. I mean, you know, he brought toys and she ran off. The
symbol there should tell you what she's doing.
Corky's pooping.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Volcano news. I forgot. Gil?
Yeah.
What's that one volcano that went nuts? I forgot. I lost track of it. I was looking at other things.
Etna went up again. You've got the one down in Iceland that's still going off.
Right.
It's actually pretty much filled all the valleys that were used to be there. They're not there anymore.
No, it's all into lava. Green Valley sheep? Sheep ran like hell. We ain't going to be mutton. Zoom. How fast can a sheep run? 35 miles an hour when lava's following them.
I was so proud of my nieces a couple of years ago in 2019. Last time I went to Mindanao, I wanted to get them a bug out bag. I wanted to let's go to the mall and I can get you some stuff. And they go and they brought one of them. They brought one of theirs down. I was like, we already have those, Uncle. Good for you, because they live in the shadow of Mount Apo. It's like, good for you, girls. Right on.
This is it says this is according to Bing. Volcanoes erupted today. 40 erupting right now. 40 volcanoes. 34 were along the Ring of Fire. In Nigeria, Nicaragua. There's Nicaragua. Yeah. Sorry, my glasses are a little dirty, like Uncle Al's. I need to get my wipes here and wipe them off.
You only need one lens clean, though. That's
half your problem.
Half your problem.
Yeah, this was 21 hours ago for the one in Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just Googled volcanoes erupting today. Anybody wants to go check it out on your own?
Is there any news about Mount Taal in the Philippines, up in Luzon? It's TAA. It's TAAL. Taal.
TAAL.
Last
Yeah,
time it
and,
blew was last year, wasn't it, Bob?
Yeah, it knocked off fairly recently again, but
It just burped.
yeah, my wife has a friend of hers who has a house there, and that the reason why they stay in that location is because that is the richest farm soil around, because it's just covered in ash after erupted. They started recording eruptions in there in 1530 or something, not long after Spain arrived.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a priest?
What?
I forget.
Oh,
was it
yeah.
Dominican
Okay, here
brother?
it is. Yeah. Yesterday it was blowing off. Steam yesterday and stuff.
Yeah.
So plumes reached 2,500 meters. Yeah.
Hey, we're in America here. Speak English.
I would if it had proper measuring system on there.
I was being facetious, folks. We are not disrespectful to anybody else. It was a joke.
I am disrespectful to the one president of the United States that signed it.
You wind up getting your channel kicked off.
No. This is about McKinley that signed the thing authorizing it. McKinley signed the authorization for the metric system to be used in the U.S.
Okay.
So
just making sure you weren't referring to current date time.
No, this is historical. That's why we have, because of him. That's why we have the military using clicks instead of miles. And
What are you eating, Corey?
yeah, we're taking meters instead of inches.
Ah,
I went to Dairy Queen earlier, got the Reese's Pieces and peanut butter cup.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Courtney, you are not allowed to bring food upon the stream without sharing with everybody else.
Yeah, remember, screw
Is
McDonald's.
that a blizzard? Is that a blizzard? Oh,
Yes,
poor
it is.
He's reaching over. Just hand it to Bob.
She's just cruel. Just cruel.
Ooh, okay. Hey, hang on. We need to get clarification on something here.
What?
What Mama J just put in there. I put it up.
Ida came through and said hello.
That was Ida got that. That was Ida, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's either
Idaho.
New Jersey. Where's Mama J at? Because Ida left a big swath through the East Coast.
Well, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey are all looking for life jackets.
Yeah,
They're
but
also trying to
New York's
pull
looking for
straw out of
robo.
trees.
I'm always
but,
looking for a life jacket.
In local news, did you guys see on Hedgehog Homestead how something ripped the door off of her chicken coop and grabbed a
that
couple
looks
of her
like
chickens?
homeless.
Actually,
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
I didn't
That's
see
what
that.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, Mama
Because
J's a
if it
VA.
was a coyote or a raccoon, the wire would go first, not the whole thing.
Hey, P2E.
So if I
Yeah.
used a pry bar and just
They
Pulled
ripped
it
it off. Yeah, she left a return comment. And she said she found one of her chickens, but it was mauled, and the other one's gone.
I wonder if it was a bear.
No, I think
was
it's a
gonna say,
person.
it might have been something bigger.
It had some large screws holding the door on, but I mean, there's nothing sacred, in Oregon, Washington, with all the wandering troublemakers.
Well, the
Right.
problem is you got Democrats.
Zombie Bob.
They've pushed the laws that, well, unless it's a capital federal offense, you just have to release them after you book them, then you release them.
Like
So
here.
basically, all you're doing is going,
Okay,
"Oh,
hang
you
on.
bad
We
little
need to
boy."
pop that out of here.
Yeah, that's so
All
sad.
right, remove.
yeah,
boy.
that's a porn site. I still can read kanji. Good.
They actually were in Stringfield Ridge's Farms thing today. The exact same person.
Yeah, that's a porn site.
Yeah, I get those on my videos too.
Yeah, because that's in Japanese and Korean. It's
Oh,
they're saying
All right, so
young
we got them. I got
Oriental
them
women.
blocked from the channel,
Good.
and everyone else deleted their messages. I went and blocked them.
Good.
hang on. I want to. Well, I'm gonna. I don't know if I should say it out loud or not.
I didn't have
No.
the option to
I'll
block.
just type it. No, I'm responding to fishes.
No, that's interesting. I
it's-
never know you could do that with the human body. Too bad you guys can't read kanji.
Don't want to. Thanks. Well, actually, I want to, but I don't want to at this moment. Thank you.
I can read some Filipino, two different languages, but kanji, no.
Yeah, kanji is the Japanese one. The other one's
Porno dork.
Korean. But it's really funny too.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna jump off the railroad tracks here again.
Oh gosh.
Go back to Courtney's live stream where somebody told Bob something about the Lady Boys. That's what that was about.
Oh man, you know.
Oh, Mama J's in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania suburbs.
These criminals were teasing me about ladyboys. So I rounded up the raunchiest real ladyboy video from Cebu, and I sent it out to all of them. And you know, all you foreigners, all you foreigners are used to seeing the ladyboy pageants and whatever. That's why every time they mention it, I just kind of cringe because I've seen the real ones. Oh, cool!
Don't mention it, Bob. Oh Lord. Me and Bob seen some real ugly ones.
Most of them are.
I know.
Don't even look at them. Don't talk to them because they will chase you down the street and they will not leave you alone, man.
Right.
Oh my God.
You know, here's a tidbit of information too that people aren't aware of. When you block a site like that on YouTube, YouTube don't give a rat's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you report my channel for saying, "Oh, he said something against the president," or he said something about the COVID, yeah, I'll be off for another 2 weeks.
I'm responding to you, Fishes. I'm currently typing your message.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Gil, about these criminals teasing me? I am innocent.
I'm just saying. That's what that was probably about in Japanese. So it's the Japanese ladyboys.
Oh God.
Be my luck.
Or the Korean ladyboys, or the Chinese ladyboys. It's like, God, that's even worse.
Until you've been in that environment where there's a lot of them, it's like, oh boy.
San Francisco, I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, I respect them. You live the way you live. Go ahead, man. You know, if that makes you happy, you go ahead. But you know,
don't
when
bring it around me.
Yeah, and you know, I remember in up on Luzon, I bought a whole table full of Filipinos, a couple pizzas, and some of them were ladyboys, and then I left. You get it? You know, because they were hungry. You know. So I bought them a couple big pizzas, and then I just bolted out of there. You know, a little kindness, and then leave. Daddy's going. You know,
right? Yeah, Mama J's corn got clobbered by Ida's high winds, which is kind of sad. They were pretty nice corn too. If it one more week, they would have been harvested.
Fishes, you can either do only peanut butter. You can do only Nutella. I just did Nutella. I mixed peanut butter and Nutella. I mixed them together. That was my own little thing. But you can do it however you want. But I gave you how it works.
I've never tried Nutella. Do you, I saw it in the supermarket. Is it really good?
Ginger's in the house.
It's really
Bob,
good.
hazelnut chocolate.
Hazelnut chocolate. Okay.
Yeah,
It sounds too much like Vegemite to me.
No, it's a rich dark chocolate and hazelnut.
It's not dark chocolate.
Is it
Hey, Ginger.
dark chocolate or milk?
It's milk
That
chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
That sounds good.
Okay.
It's actually like Ferrero Rocher or whatever they call it. It's by them.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like I said, looks and sounds too much like Vegemite. No thanks.
We got three more wrenches out there now.
Do you like mix it with milk or you can
No, it's a spread.
No,
It's a spread. It's like peanut butter.
Oh, okay, I got
My
it.
wife was
For hazelnut bread.
Yeah, what she'll
okay.
do for me is she'll take like 2 slices of bread, and one slice she'll put peanut butter like normal, and then the other side she'll put Nutella, and then she'll smash the two together. And yeah, it's
How
really
dare
good.
you? How dare she ruin a typical PB&J?
It's good. You can dip stuff in there. You can eat pretzels with it. You can have all kinds of stuff. Like you can have butter. What is it called? That cake. You can have like breakfast cakes or whatever.
Right.
Anything. I mean, it's
Okay.
Well, here's your tin hat moment for the week. Nutella is secretly changing the way your body reacts to other foods.
It's so
Think
good.
about that for a minute.
I don't care. Bacon
I
and
don't eat
Nutella.
I live on a diet of bread and water, so I'm abused enough.
Yeah, right.
Well, hey,
Wife
Bob,
cooks for you.
that's payment for all the people you've trapped down in your basement.
They eat better than I do.
Okay.
Oh,
They
Lord.
do.
Yeah, I got this from Bob's basement.
There's
Get
a
it
place.
back.
Okay.
There's a place out here. I know there's many in California. Well, not many, but there's several. I don't know about across the U.S., but there's
Yes,
a place
Ginger,
out here called Bob's Big Boy,
Oh, yeah.
and we have
I love it.
we
They
have
have the
their
best French fries.
we have the first one here in Burbank. It's the original, like first original one. I can't go. Well, I haven't been there in a while, not since like a past year, because of what's been going on. But
Yeah.
I don't think if I go back, I won't look at it the same now. Knowing Bob, I'm gonna just
You
go
know
in there
what?
and see Bob's Big Boy. I'm like,
I know that's a subconscious hint to me. I know it's directed at me, but you're never going to see Bob's Big Boy.
oh, I hope not.
Just
No.
Rivet,
Oh, Lord.
rivet,
Kind in the
rivet.
basement, Bob.
I thought I had him trapped down there, but
Nah.
Corky grabbed some ice cream and she took off, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to put one of those detectors or location device on your leg.
5-finger discount.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I only
right
have
here.
4.
Hey, Courtney,
5-finger discount.
During
I put a question for you in private chat.
during the epidemic, we lost our original Bob's Big Boy, but we got a new one. It's
Oh,
all
nice.
high tech. It's not the same. I like the classic Bob Big.
Yeah.
Especially when they served the Big Boy with bacon. That was my favorite go-to burger. I would buy a dozen of those and a small Diet Coke and just chow down for the rest of the day.
Frisch's is not out of business. We have Frisch's here. Here in Ohio, we have Frisch's Big Boy.
Yeah, you have Big Boy in Ohio. Where I'm at in California, we have cows. We have McDonald's. We have more cows. And then there's
That's all the doggone global warming's coming from. Is all them dang cows out there farting all the time. That's why it's so dang dry and hot where you're at. You got all that cow farts.
No, it's all the water Bakersfield stole from us. We're still mad about that. They dried up Tule Lake. You needed a steamboat get from where I live to Fresno, but they said, "Oh, let's get rid of this annoying lake. Get rid of all the bugs."
Well, if they hadn't destroyed the one lake there in California by dropping a nuke into it that they still haven't found to this day and other testing munitions, you would have a freshwater supply out there you could dip into, but no, it's not safe.
It's just part of it's research. It's just part of research.
Yeah, let's drop a live nuke into the middle of a lake that we haven't found the bottom to. That's got 12 or 13 feet of muck at the bottom of it.
It's just part of research. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens after 25 years. Let's see if it blows up.
See if the population grows a third ear and stuff,
Right. Remember, folks, those are the old mechanical ones.
Yeah, they don't deteriorate like the electronic ones do.
No, this thing is set to go. I've been to enough broken arrows in my time. I don't want to go to another one.
If that one goes off, you ain't gonna have to worry about it.
My son just had a grilled PB&J sandwich. We went to this butcher and sprout place.
Oh, cool.
And it's all locally grown food. And then they cook it for you or whatever. And my son had a grilled PB&J sandwich, and he just went ballistic for it. So
nom 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 nom.
Yeah, referring to Ginger's.
Not mushrooms.
Here's another one for you to try. Grilled tuna fish and cheese.
No,
that's not too bad.
Oh,
Hey,
my son hates tuna fish sandwiches, but they fixed it for the NYLT staff development, and he was on staff. He went back for thirds and fourths.
I like it. My missus makes it.
I'll try it.
I
know something about
it. Had that smell.
You grill up the one side of the bread.
Mm-hmm.
You turn it over and start grilling the other side, and you slop the tuna fish on one side and a slice of cheese on the other, and then
Nice.
And it sounds weird, but I tell you, there was
I'll try it.
nothing
I would
left.
try it.
They
There
put
was
cheese on
nothing
a
left.
big fish.
Right. It's the cheese neutralizing the odor of the tuna. If you add something very alkaline like cheese, or you
Look how
add vinegar
finesse
or
Bobby's
tomato,
doing.
it will
Well,
neutralize the tuna
yeah.
taste.
Oh, I didn't know
When
that.
they do it up, they were mixing it with, they were adding the mayonnaise to it and relish. They actually surprised me. Gave us a squirt of mustard to the mix. That's got vinegar in it, and they mixed it all up. And I mean, I tell you, those scouts and the other adults went nuts for it, and it was gone. And they're asking for more the next day.
I might try it if it neutralizes the smell. That's the thing about tuna fish. Like, I love salmon patties. I just can't get past the tuna fish. Like,
Yeah, well, we also splurged. We bought the good albacore tuna.
oh, okay.
I like onions, like grilled onions.
Yeah.
Oh, I could eat grilled onions all day long. But my
Because
dad, what he does, we're talking about grilling the toast, the bread, is taking like onions or garlic and just scraping it across the bread.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Corky, you asked me once, what is my favorite Filipino food that my wife makes? I think this is one of my very favorites, called pancit manok. That means noodles and chicken. It's with Filipino flavoring. But you take the noodles and you just simply toast 2 pieces of bread and put the noodles on there and eat it like a sandwich. Oh man,
That sounds really good.
It is. It's killer, man.
Well, see, people knock ramen noodles really hard, but see, I cook mine differently. I go ahead and boil the water with the noodles in it for 6 minutes in the microwave, flip the noodles over, boil them for another 3 minutes, pull them out, drain all the water. Yeah, I know I'm wasting water. Shut up. Then I add the seasoned packet and half a tablespoon of butter, mix it all in. Then I fix a couple pieces of toast, and Charles eats it like it's dinner.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's like that, but the Filipino style has a little bit different seasoning in it,
right?
Than right,
Well, see, for my own, I use Cajun seasoning in mine.
Oh,
Right.
That would be good.
There's different forms of Bob and me knows of noodle dishes throughout the East. Filipinos have one, Japan has one, China has one, Korea, Vietnam, Malaysian states. Those guys know how to cook anything, including people. Because I heard, like, what are those people eating? They're cannibals. They just killed somebody. It's legal for them because the government sanctions.
Are you talking about Papua New Guinea?
No, we're talking the Malaysian states, part of Indonesia.
No,
yeah, I can hear it around the dinner table now. Hey, has anybody seen Bob? Yeah, he's right in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of you. We call it white pig.
A long pig.
A long pig. Well, a white pig. I'm a white.
And going back to Ginger's comment a few minutes ago about the Facebook thing. Yes, that is real. It is happening in select groups at the moment, and it will propagate to other groups.
I didn't see her comment on it.
Her comment was asking about, has anybody seen where certain Facebook groups, and it's happening mainly in prepper groups, some homesteading groups, where people are being asked, do you know anybody that prepares too much?
Yeah.
Happening.
And I replied back, no. I know a bunch of people don't prepare enough, but nobody prepares too much.
Too much, yeah.
I haven't got that one.
Hi, Julie.
That's nobody's business. Just
All
like
right.
I would never show my prepper shelf.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is back when Obama was our commander-in-chief, there was actually paperwork in legislation to block people from preparing, and they were to be called out, shall we say, for those who were, so they could be investigated.
Right.
Which is one reason which stopped me actually from prepping back while he was president. I was afraid of going into the store and buying massive amounts because, I just got my disability. So I had a few thousand I could throw around towards stuff like that and wanted to, until I actually read the documents that were in Congress. and decided, no, I'm not taking that risk. I'll just do it little itty bits at a time right now.
That's how I've been doing it for years. Just buy an extra can or two of food every time I go to the market.
Mhm.
And
Right. I got
now
an
the-
excuse.
That's what I was talking about on was it on Monday
Yes.
or Tuesday when I did the prepping in private video.
Right. It was
Mhm.
Monday.
That was the whole thing about that, how to
Mhm.
prep in private where they can't do it. I got another one I'm coming out with for hiding your preps purchases online and in person. And
Cash
so I'll
is
be coming
king.
up. Cash is king. And also you can go into like any big chain grocery store,
Yes,
and they
Ginger.
got the Visa cards. You buy a Visa card, you put the money on it, you use that to buy online, and you have them mark it as a gift.
It's
You
a
know what I
prepaid,
have?
Good
folks.
idea.
Go ahead,
You know
Bob.
what I've done on my channel is I've given examples of like pancake mix for a substitute for bread. A couple, peanut butter will keep you alive for a few days, just a few things. And then I showed a strong box that I welded myself. That's what I've shown. A strong box for my firearms, ammunition, and for food. Showed those. That's it. So that's putting it right out there. If you're targeting to come in and steal my stuff when I'm not home or put me down or whatever, you are going to have one heck of a time to do it, man.
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to pick that stuff up and take it away.
Thank you, Mama J.
This is from one of the channels we follow here. That is basically it's a kind of a 2 at the beginning. She posted this. These 2 short sentences can tell you a lot about our government and our culture. We are advised all not to judge all Muslims by the actions of a few, but we are encouraged to judge all pew owners by the actions of a few. Funny how that works. And the other one is we constantly hear how Social Security is going to run out of money.
I
We
heard
never
that.
hear how welfare is running out of money.
Yeah, I
Bread
busted
and
my butt for
circuses.
30 plus years driving semis across this doggone country. I earned what I got coming.
Yeah.
I never did put Social Security into my plan. If I receive it, it's a luxury. You understand what I mean? I put that out of my mindset.
Social Security is something extra. It's something
Yes.
that,
Well,
Exactly.
Personally, I didn't plan on getting injured to the point where I can't work anymore. I planned on working and right up till the day I kicked the bucket.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the bucket rolled far enough down the street ahead of me. I ain't got to kick it right now. So,
It was
being
kind of the
injured, I
same.
have to deal with it.
Kind of the same way with me because I retired at 55 and my feet went. I started getting stress fractures in my feet, and I was like, okay. After I had already had broken bones, 3 hernias, I'm pretty much hit the wall. I've got 30 years, so time to pull the plug because Boeing loves to take senior employees who are getting ready to draw a pension and fire them.
Mhm.
So that's why I went, okay, now my feet went, that's when I went, okay, we're done. I'm pulling the plug,
Yep.
If you get fired, you lose everything,
Yep.
everything.
And they mess with you for the rest of your life.
I had a job where they tried to set me up, literally set me up, and they were setting me up to fire me. They really was. And the thing is I was
Me too.
I was kind of blinded. I was blind by that, and I didn't catch on to it till like right towards the end. I caught it. And I'm like, son of a, they're setting me up. Like, and I had to really sit there and think about it like for a day. And they sent me home on leave, and they said, we got to talk to HR and blah blah blah. Go home for a week. And so I went home for a week. I called back to say, am I coming back in? And they say, oh, we haven't had a time to talk to HR. I've been out of the city for like the past week. Well, I'm like, it's been a week. I don't have time for this, and by then I had already caught on, And they said, oh, we'll give you a vacation pay for Monday. You can come in on Tuesday and we can discuss it. I said, you know what? Pay me for my whole week that you owe me, and I quit. Because I had already caught on to it. And literally my boss called me and she says, because you quit, we're not allowed to discuss your reason why, if you were going to be fired or not,
That's a crock of crap too.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. And so I was like, in my head,
That's HR.
I'm like,
That's
oh,
HR.
I'm sorry,
Hey, Mama J.
Dude, Viper, they
I'm
did that.
happy I
Good
caught
night,
up.
Mama J.
I'm happy
See
I
ya.
caught on.
3 times with me.
Yeah.
3 times they sent people in because I was
Bet you
one
they
of
were
the senior employees on second shift, and I was basically the
Same.
trainer for all new employees.
It was me and my manager. We were the only 2 original people from. It's been over 10 years. We were the only 2 left that was from the very beginning. We were the senior staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy they were. I bet you they were pissed, but I'm so happy I caught on to their BS.
Yeah, one guy I trained, he was supposedly a brand new employee, but he knew all about Boeing VIP, the voluntary investment programs, and many other things. So I figured that guy out real quick,
right?
I'm just here to train you on your job. That's it. So then they sent in 2 females. One was from Everett division. She came down and she was stunning. That's but and she was stunning. I mean, really beautiful. And I caught on to that too. They're trying to get you to think with the other head. And I'm not stupid. I am not dumb. And the next one was a female, also a pretty blonde. And right off the bat, I said, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Bob. I'm here to train you on these systems. She asked me all kinds of personal questions, and I just stand there at parade rest.
Yeah.
Not answer any of them. Well, where's your wife from? What's she look like? Do you have any pictures of her? It's like, and I just stood there. Yeah, Corky. Yeah, that's a setup. That's to try to get you in.
That's not anybody's business, especially a new person could just come in and ask any of that. I mean, I can understand if you work for them for like 5 or 10 years or something, and they want to know. A new person just coming in and asking that's like invasive.
Yeah, exactly.
I just stand there at parade rest and go, I'm here to train you on how to install and inspect these systems. That's it.
I believe it.
No, when I saw her when she left our area, our team lead gave her all kinds of FOD t-shirts and jackets and hats and all. That was part of her payoff. He loaded her arms up with all this free stuff, and then she was out of our area. I was like, okay, that's the 3rd one, man. Oh baby, yeah. Corporate is vicious, man. They're vicious.
They learn from the best, and they're from can't say that country between Mongolia and Japan, but we all know who it is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But folks, how I get by with my preppery goods and stuff, I work at a church. So I said, it's my church service. We're doing community work for the elderly and disabled.
Smart.
And they all look at me, why you have all the supplies? Because one of my disabled people has no leg, 1 eye, and no teeth. What do you think I'm collecting the food for?
Yeah.
You don't see him walking or dragging himself with his remaining arm to the grocery store. Can I get a quart of milk? And drag himself back to the house.
Al, quit fibbing. You know that's for Yogi and Boo Boo.
That my daughter just got a business license.
I need to go get some dinner.
Can you guys figure that out? She just got a business license.
Yeah, that's good, man. Heck yeah.
Good.
You were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
She got her wholesaler license?
That's awesome. Excuse me.
No, I don't know. That mom and her are handling all that stuff. I don't know what else she's got.
Yeah, well, my membership for Sam's Club is not in my name.
That's smart. Very smart.
That's
good. I guess I got a business card.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so it's So when I went to renew it, California was wanting to add sales tax to it because, that's, we chart your membership is something we can tax you on because they passed the law in California on Sam's Club and Costco, they can charge you for the membership fees there. Well, guess what?
Mhm.
I did a change of address for both of them. They're both now in Idaho.
Can I ask a question about YouTube real quick?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
What?
Okay, so I'm new to this whole like being monetized YouTube stuff, and what are the stipulations for writing things off? Like,
You need to contact a CPA
okay,
Right.
because here in Ohio, the
No,
laws
not
are slightly
CPA, not
different than
CPA.
any other state.
Yeah.
Not a CPA. You want to contact a tax person,
Just to spend it on,
and especially one that gets to the classes
Bob.
every year.
I have a really nice tax person. I just was
All
curious
right,
about it.
I will
tell
say
you what,
this.
My wife's an accountant, and
I
then
caught you
she
so
does
fast.
taxes and stuff as well. I can tell you this: when she actually comes here to Idaho, we are setting
thank you,
up
LA.
an
Oh, you're
S
welcome.
corp. An S corp is similar to a living trust, where basically everything is put into the corporation, and we can't be, if something happens, like we're driving one of the vehicles and something happens, they can't sue us for the house, and everything can be broken up for a living trust, S corp, and an LLC. Everything's going to be broken up.
Yep.
And
Is your best for you, Courtney, right now. And this is coming from somebody who's had an LLC twice, once while driving truck, once having my own business. Right now, with Ohio's laws the way they are, contact a CPA. They will refer you to a tax specialist and get it set up as an LLC.
Yeah.
Your tax breaks will be much better than if you try doing it as an individual
Well, I
person
have
or a
two
family.
businesses, and I have rental properties. So should I put those under an LLC too?
Because if something were to happen at one of those rental properties and it's tied to your personal name, you can lose everything, literally everything.
Word for word what he just said, 100% true. My dad told me the same thing. He says, once we get this house, we want to put this house under LLC, or
is it expensive to get an LLC, or is it just
not at
all?
Can do it yourself. There's people, and this is going to sound weird to some people probably, but there's companies in Las Vegas that will help you set up an LLC. They help you set it up in Las Vegas with your base in Las Vegas, because they have some of the lowest tax, brackets for LLCs. Now may cost you a couple $100 to get it set up, but in the long run, it's well worth it because it protects you as an individual, and you won't lose everything for you, your kids, kids, and their kids.
Yeah. So like you set up your YouTube, White Family Farm as an LLC. You set up your housing as a different, rental properties as a different LLC.
That way, everything's
you set up
separated.
Your property you're living on, though, as an S corp, which is so very similar to a living trust. And then you and Dustin are
frozen.
You are not executors. That would be for the living trust. You are like CEO and CFO for the S corp. That way, any money that you make from selling produce can be done for the S corp, and you guys get paid for that. There's a big way. You need a tax person that understands S corps and LLCs and work the whole thing out. But that way, if you you have the cars, you put the car under a different LLC or whatever, however, that way, if you get in a car accident, they can't come after you personally. They can't come after they can come after you personally because it's a driver, but not. So basically, they can't come after your house because that's under an S corp, not under you. They can't come after your rental properties because that's on an LLC.
People will file bankruptcy and then they don't lose their house.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, you doing that, you get to join the people like Mr. Trump who have tax brackets, tax write-offs, and the Democrats are going to be mad at you because you can write off 90% of your income as a tax write-off. Because you know what? There's a cute little thing that if you're driving to, say, sell eggs, you have a per diem. You get mileage pay. You have a per diem per day for dealing with business activities. As a truck driver, my per diem was $90 a day the last time I had to file taxes.
No,
That
I
was
write
a
off my
beautiful
miles.
thing.
Right. I got to go, guys, because it's close
Yeah.
to my medication
All right,
time.
Al.
All right, take it easy,
Yeah.
Al.
Night, folks.
Have a good night,
Bye.
Oakland.
Back off. Yeah, I
Um,
write off
I
my
missed stuff
mileage.
on the chat here.
Bob, I went into the kitchen because I was like,
Yeah.
I want to get some dinner. I went into the kitchen and I caught my wife like removing the aluminum foil from one of the oven trays, whatever, that we had cooked
Yeah.
bacon. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what are you doing? And she's like, clean. I'm going to remove this and clean and make dinner and make pizza. What are you doing? Basically telling me, get the hell out of here and go back
Out of the
upstairs.
kitchen. Get out
Yeah.
of here.
I was like, nothing.
Yes.
Just going to go on my stream. Okay.
I learned from a spiteful, vicious ex-wife. There is nothing in the United States that
And
has my
that,
name on
no, and that is a big
Nothing.
thing. My dad even mentioned that
Exactly.
to
it.
me.
Nothing. I mean,
My-
I don't have
Yep.
no car. We live in a rental house. You know,
My
and our currency from different sources is not inside the United States.
Yeah, he's literally what Bob just said in Southern
Mhm.
Ohio. What he just said, my dad said the
Mhm.
same thing. He said, you know, it's a good idea to put this as an LLC under your name, in
Yeah.
case you and your wife ever split up. You know, you don't
Mhm.
lose half the house. You don't lose half. You know how that
Mhm.
crap works. Not that it will happen, God willing, but you never know. You know.
The horrible thing about being sued, no matter who sues you for what
Yes.
reason, it doesn't make any
Yes.
difference. They don't really make out very well. The
No.
only people who win in a lawsuit is the lawyers.
Yep.
Lawyers make good compost. You know what?
I
Yeah.
didn't hear that.
I despise them.
How's your
I-
petunias?
I despise them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I've taken one out or will. No way.
That's
I'm not
really
going to do that.
interesting.
But those are the only people who win in a lawsuit is the attorneys. You know.
Everybody's saying hi to I see Full Throttle on StreamYard chat, and everybody in the YouTube chat saying hi Full Throttle, but I don't see him.
He's
I see
there.
him. I see him.
That's really maybe because I need
11:45
to put.
p.m. Full
There he
Throttle
is.
said hello, hey.
There he is. I put live chat on.
That's the guy who called me a frog last night, isn't it?
There you go.
Uh,
Now you got it right.
He was Viper.
It was Viper. Damn that LA, I tell you. When are you guys going to slide off the continent? Come on,
Why do you think he's trying to get to Tennessee real quick?
man.
Trust me, I'm
No,
like.
all right.
oh,
What's
no.
going to happen? Everyone got it wrong about California. California's not going to fall off into the ocean. It's going to do just the opposite, because
Fall off the
you
earth?
have the continental plate and the Pacific plate. Well, San Francisco, LA, San Diego are in the
They'll
Pacific
actually raise
plate,
up.
and it's sliding and it's going above. So
Yeah,
when
they'll-
big one happens, it's going to go on top of the Central Valley and it's going to squash Uncle Al.
Yeah, if the big one actually were to pop off to, catastrophic event, part of that seaboard will actually raise up about 2.5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
During
not going to
the
go swimming. It's going to need a high diving board.
During the 1971 Silmar quake, the San Fernando
San
4
Fernando
inches.
fills up.
rose 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
The whole valley rose up 4 inches during that quake.
Wake up, Courtney. You're falling asleep over there.
I'm okay. I'm just thinking about the LLC thing and my brain hurts.
That's why you have to hire somebody to. I mean, you can go out. There are places in Vegas that will get you the paperwork. They will help you do it for like $150. They will get you the paperwork. They'll explain to you what you need to do, and then you have to file it in your own state. If I was serious, which you sound like you're serious, I would save up and spend the $400 to $500 and have them set it up out there in Vegas. Because you know what? Let's say you got a rental property and something happens because nature happens, and the people just say, "Oh, we're going to sue them because it's their property." Well, then they realize that their attorney can't practice law in Vegas, so they now have to hire an attorney in Vegas
There you go.
to sue you because your LLC is listed in Vegas. They're not going to sue you because now they got to spend 10 times as much money just to attempt to sue you because the attorneys here in Ohio aren't registered in Vegas to sue somebody.
Yeah.
Try
And the
getting
ones
an
in Vegas,
internet.
and the ones in Vegas are going to charge an arm and a leg and a left arm for anyone out of state trying to sue something in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why some of our stuff is overseas. Who can afford an international attorney in 12 years? Because if you sue a Philippine citizen from any other country, they don't take real kindly to that. They're not going to help you very much. And you better not go to that country. Don't put your feet on the ground in that country. It's not going to work out real well for you.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting some more stuff to review.
All right, so I thought did I put it in there or not?
What?
The link.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I just put the link in there a couple minutes ago. So any of our favorites out there, you want to come on up here? You know,
Now's
the link's
time.
in the link's in the link.
That was a mess up from Courtney, and it just.
You're not airheaded enough to say that, Gil.
No, but I am comedic enough to say it.
Sure, what was that for?
Fishes.
Okay. Guys, I got a question here I got to answer. Okay, real quickly, Abby. My background is I started out as a police officer for the College District Police Services. Then I went on to be a deputy sheriff. Then my brother offered me a job making twice as much as I was making as a deputy sheriff to go play in the dirt as an operating engineer. I did that for quite a few years, got my Class A General Engineering Contractor's license. Then I decided to go back to school. And while I was going to school, I got hired on at Bank of America, corporate security for the Y2K. After that, then I got hired on at Chevron Texaco's corporate security. From there, 9/11 happened, and I was recruited to help set up the Department of Homeland Security's Coordination Center for the Federal Security Director, and that's where I worked until I retired in 2018, and now I'm retired in Idaho. But starting in 1971, I started teaching emergency preparedness and response. In 76, I started teaching wilderness survival, and I've been, writing books and everything else. And so, yeah. Yeah, I am the original GrayManPrepping from back in the day when, being a survivalist was.
He's a federal agent. He's a snitch.
Hang on. There we go. Yes.
Great hat.
I knew it.
Gil, you need to get an extra one to send it over here.
Yeah. And I need to get a couple. See if they'll still let me in there to buy some from the supplier, because a couple of my tan ones here are getting a little grungy and dirty. Really stained, even going through the wash. But just to dispel something here, the rank and file of Homeland Security hates somebody. They are supporters of the Constitution and a certain amendment, and a lot of them go hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
So contrary to popular belief, they are not our enemies. The rank and file are not represented. In fact, a lot of them are preppers too. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I made a couple of videos about living through martial law. I hear from so many YouTubers, BS. I mean, pure BS. And I put it right out there. I've been in it several times. You're in more danger before martial law is called, far more dangerous. And if you do have to go into a FEMA camp, that they don't call it FEMA camp in Mindanao, but it's the same thing. That's where you want to be. That's exactly where you want to be, because that's your protection and that's your food,
Yeah, it's not a all right. We're going to chip you and we're going to segregate you. And you were one of these people. We're taking you off to to be permanently detained somewhere else. No, it's not that.
Not even close, man. The people, the military and the police over there, if they'll put you in a barbed wire compound, and that's to keep people physically from harming you, the public.
Over in the Philippines?
Yeah.
That's if you're lucky to get there. To make it there.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying the people that are lucky get in the camps and the other people are stuck at home and
right?
Oh,
they've been
through bullets.
They've been through this so many times that they're accustomed to it. You like the missus said to me many times, and my father-in-law, who was the best teacher in the world for this stuff, get in your house, shut up, and sit down and wait for rescue. Period. That's the way it is. That's how it is in real martial law, But what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I thought you meant prison. I was like, yeah, you're lucky if you make it there.
Oh yeah, prison. That's different, dude. That's different. That's yeah. Generally speaking, if you're arrested and convicted for 3 crimes, they physically and the judge throws the case out of court. That guy knows what's coming. They have to physically throw them out of the court. They have to pick them up and carry them and throw them out of the building.
Courtney's back.
No, that was just a set out of a ring she dropped.
Oh, did she leave? So she left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it.
You'll hear it again, and you'll know she's back.
Make it clear that the Philippines is not utopia, not even close. But I have to stay at home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from April until September because of narcotics and amphetamine traffic. That is taken away over there. It's gone. You don't have to deal with that,
I'm starting to find syringes out front.
Oh, there you go, dude.
That's beginning. This place was never like this, man. 10 years ago, this was such a wonderful place to come, drive up, from LA, and I love the valley.
Sorry, my dog's had to go out, and
You're okay. And the past 3 years, 3 years ago, it started getting a little interesting, a little worse, but now it's now it's Tent City. I don't want to. I'm not getting used to it. I'm aware, but
yeah.
I don't want to get
used
used
to
it.
It's the apartment complex I used to live at. Last year on my Facebook, I posted a picture of 2 needles sitting 25 feet from my apartment.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
I remember that.
I'm just sick and tired of drugs. My son lost his mother due to fentanyl, and I've never been a person that did drugs. I don't approve of it. I'm not going to tell somebody, to change their life. It's their choice. They can do it if they want, but don't bring it near my kid.
Yeah.
You will find somebody who is not very nice to you in the end if it comes anywhere near my kid.
That's who I'm guarding
of the doubt.
right above me. Above me is my 20-year-old daughter. That's what I'm staying here, armed, ready all the time. But
benefit of the doubt, maybe there was a diabetic that got out of the car and they had a bunch of stuff in their hands, like a
Not where these were
and maybe the syringe fell out, but 90% highly unlikely.
Where I lived before was really
Sorry,
bad.
Carol. I was busy looking at all the
I like where Bob lives.
I love her dog in the back.
It's people and drugs everywhere. My husband, our dog was dying. He had to take him to the vet. And on the way to the vet at a stoplight, a druggie rolled their vehicle into my husband's truck. He gets out of the truck, and he can clearly tell the person's on heroin. That was back maybe 6 years ago when heroin was really popular in the city, and people were just passing out in their vehicles and you know what I mean. And he gets out of the car and he said some not nice things, and he just drove off. They didn't do any damage. They did a ton of damage to their vehicle, but he could tell that they're clearly on drugs. They were serious.
Get out of there.
So he just got back in the truck and left.
Yeah. That's all part of chemical and biological warfare from that same country in Central Asia.
Yeah.
And now that same group of folks are going to have total and absolute control of the heroin. They already make all the fentanyl, all of it.
And that's dangerous because you could die from just smelling it, like coming.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Here's a little tidbit of news that some people may not have known yet, but the U.S. just put out a warrant for the arrest of a person who's in charge of a rather large drug ring, and said country, which shall not be named, is protecting that person, saying he did nothing illegal. He is one of the key manufacturers of fentanyl.
Money,
and they said, "Oh, we're not going to do nothing. U.S. is just full of poppycock, and you know they're lying." But yet he's been proven to be one of the biggest exporters of it from over there.
right.
And you know, the U.S. said we want him arrested, and they said no.
Yeah, he's probably a billionaire. That goes into that international boundaries right there. That's it. If the other country is not willing to work with you, you're done. You're shut out. There's nothing you can do. No. Yeah, but it's chemical and biological, guys. We learned about that in the Air Force. I'll give you an example. Of when I was a little kid, we caught the Hong Kong flu. The whole family did. It put us in bed, all of us. Okay, that was back in the early 70s or something. And then there's been the aviary and the swine.
Oh, it's a party now.
And on and on. It's all geared for the same thing, you know.
Abby's life on the farm is leaving.
Bye, Abby. We love you.
Hi, Abby.
Bye, Abby.
Much love.
There you are, Hedgehog. You and your chicken.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I went out there and the door was ripped off.
Yeah,
I didn't see. Did you post that video today?
she did.
I didn't even see a post for it.
Yeah, and hold on a second.
The door to the whole hen house was ripped off, Bob.
Yeah.
Holy crap! What?
She had like 3 long screws into the wood, and the most I commented was like, "That's people." You know, because if it
Trying
was
to
an animal,
steal. Yeah.
and they did, and if it was an animal, would go through the wire, and there would be blood and feathers.
So do you think it was somebody?
Yeah, I
was
think it's somebody. I don't think it's because I've had eggs stolen before right out of my backyard. I'm back.
Lovely.
Oh man.
You know, and homeless people live in that park.
Ugh.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez.
You've
There
had
you go.
eggs and different things stolen.
You need a pet Wolverine you can keep on a leash.
Yeah, yeah, I
We
do.
need a wolf hybrid, like we talked
Yeah.
about.
Oh yeah.
It'll eat everything though if it gets loose. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how it's been in my area for a long time, Laura. You can't leave anything outside.
No.
Nothing.
No, not even here.
Nothing.
You
Not
know,
even my chickens.
it's so bad out here that you could throw a couch out and it'll be gone in a couple hours. Like,
Yeah.
anything gets stolen out here. Anything
Yeah.
you put anything that's like not supposed to be outside, it'll be gone.
Yeah.
And that's why people leave stuff outside on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to. Like,
It's
when
sad
we were
that
getting rid of stuff, we just put it on the curb, and
Put it
literally
on the curb.
3 o'clock in the morning, my
It's gone.
husband heard homeless people or trash pickers go through the stuff at 3 o'clock in the morning. And my husband goes outside. He's like, "I don't care if you take the stuff, just don't leave all the crap on the curb. Take that with you too."
yeah.
Because they
You
go
know-
through all the trash and leave it out.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad that I don't have a house like out here in California because the amount of stuff that I could have taken, like the amount of quote unquote trash, the stuff that like China cabinets. I mean, I sent you a video, Courtney, around the block from me, a whole house,
Yeah.
the
They
whole
put out.
Dining room
house,
tables,
the
end
bed,
tables.
the whole thing is outside, and
Yeah,
the
I'm not
amount of
surprised.
stuff you can take, fix, and sell,
Yeah.
even if it's a like $50 thing,
Your
like,
daughter finds good stuff all the time.
all the time.
Me,
It's-
me too.
My
Well,
wife
when I
picks
lived up in
all the
Michigan,
time.
back when I lived on the CMU campus, which is Central Michigan University, we lived just outside it when I was 17 and 18s, and early 19s. Me and a friend of mine, we would go around every year when college let out, which is about the same time that people on Pill Hill, which was nothing but lawyers, doctors, we're talking the elite of the elite in that area, would get rid of
those are
their
bad.
stuff. We'd go around, pick up TVs, VCRs, you know, all kinds of stuff. I would repair it. He would sell it and we'd split it. And one year we made over $5,000.
I believe it.
Wow.
You wanna hear a crazy story that I didn't know?
What's that?
Two dogs. Sorry.
A crazy story that I didn't know until my grandfather passed away. When my grandfather came to the United States from Haiti, I believe back in the 70s. I didn't know this, but he came to America with literally just a shirt and pants that he was wearing. That's it, nothing else. And he was homeless. He had no home. He had nothing for I don't know how long. I don't know if it was a week, a month, 6 months, a year. I don't know. And basically, he literally lived homeless, and he like started from scratch. He ended up finding a job. He started saving money. Then he got his house, the house that we moved in later on when we came to the U.S. But long story short, the whole house was furnished. The whole house was acquired by people's trash. People would throw out like very expensive things, like everything in there, in a house that could be. And my grandfather took it because it was trash, but it was good. Like it was solid stuff. It wasn't like a china cabinet that's missing 3 doors and 2 legs, and it's it was solid stuff. And he came from nothing. He came from nothing to owning a 3-story house, 2 Cadillacs, pickup.
What's the matter, Gil? Why wouldn't you leave that up there, Gil? Come on, Gil. You chicken?
Put it back up. Okay, I'll put it back up.
Anyway, that's all. Everybody's laughing.
Oh, your friend.
We're laughing about Bob's frog butt.
It's okay.
You're so fired. You're so fired. Go sit in the car. Corky, go sit in the car.
Yes, pretty good.
Put me in the car. I'm already in the basement.
But you rated the ice cream, dang you! You didn't. No, this
All
is.
right. I got something here for Laura. Let me share it here.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
A motion sensor sprinkler. You put it out there, and when someone comes around the chicken house, it starts soaking them with water.
Oh, nice.
It'd be really cool if you could put like red Kool-Aid in there, so if it was
you can load the hose up beforehand.
Yeah.
I have better idea.
You need some napalm.
Claymore.
This right here would work just beautifully.
Take the safety off. Click it 3 times.
It's legal.
No, I'm talking about
like
flamethrowers. You just get like that gelatin with the lighter, so and hook it up to that same.
You can make your own. It's
same thing.
gasoline and styrofoam.
Can you imagine? Just at 3 a.m, the little Amazon sprinkler kicks on, but it's a little burst of fire with napalm, and all you hear is ah.
All right, let me go back to one.
Well, we got one.
There you go. This right here, I bought at a secondhand store. I used to use a coffee grinder for grinding paper. When I made those paper flower pots.
Yeah.
Got this for $20. It's to the point at my house right now where everything that's cardboard or paper goes into this and gets turned into a pulp and then thrown away. Everything. I mean, everything.
Bob took his shredder to the shredder 9000 there.
You got it, man. I can drop big sheets of ply, and that's just because there's guys going through our garbage can out there all the time, and they're looking for stuff like ammo boxes. Medical records, anything they can find.
Anything you can use, and to me, I'm big on identity. Like I'm really big.
Yeah, everything goes in here, baby. Everything.
I'm really big on that. Like we have a shredder, and it's not even like a normal stripe. It cuts it in little tiny, not those little 1 inch, but I'm talking smaller. It's like little dots
like
almost.
Confetti.
Confetti shredder.
Yeah. It's we don't mess with identity stuff.
You should just light them a nice fire, Bob, in front of your house. Get one of those big tin cans,
Even when we get like junk mail, and they're just like promoting like, oh, the new, whatever. It's just junk mail, but it has our name. We take that and shred it. Anything that has our name identity.
A while back, there was a person on the news in Cleveland who had a credit card company send him those actual credit cards, but it was an activated card. They sent it to him like 100 times in the mail.
No way.
Like, got him for harassment and everything else. Like they sent it to him, and he was like afraid that it was getting sent other places because he got it so many times in the mail. It was like news.
Wow.
Well, there's also other things I want to keep very private out of my trash. It's like, wife and I are both on like blood pressure medication. If somebody digs that out of there, they go senior citizen in poor health. Do you understand?
Yep.
You know, and I'm going to get a blender or something here soon so I can crush these and just dissolve them into a powder.
Put them in water. Just put them in a cup of water and let them.
Bob, do you have a fireplace?
No. I tried water. The only thing that does work sort of is acetone, and it melts the printing off.
You know what really works is
actually all you need to do. Those are thermal paper. Most of them are thermal paper. All you gotta do is heat it with a lighter. It should turn it black. You wouldn't have to worry about it.
Lac thinner.
Just run an iron over it. Run an iron over it. Yeah.
I just peel mine off.
Lac thinner or
I can't get these off. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Lac thinner.
I tried.
Acid. Just drop it in a vat of acid.
Lac thinner or my third
Just
word.
flush the whole thing down.
Wrong type of acid. Sorry, wrong
Lac
type of acid.
thinner or carburetor cleaner.
We're gonna fill her up with napalm and
Blow it up.
No, I'm gonna go.
The nearest public.
Just go out and get yourself a nice little bottle of tannerite for 22s. Mix
There
yourself
you
up
go.
with tannerite and have
There
a
you go.
fireworks show.
I want one of those.
I'm gonna get some kind of a used blender next and just drop them in there and turn them into powder. You know.
There you go.
We did that for my nephew. We had a blast with the tannerite. We got certain pews, you know, and we have a range in our back property. And my husband thought it would be a funny idea to get some tannerite and make it seem like my nephew was really shooting like some stuff, right? So he shoot, and then like my husband thought it would be really funny if he put like almost a half a cup in one of the targets, right?
Oh, it blows.
He shoots it. And my uncle down the street, his windows rattled. And my uncle goes up on his, he has one of those off-road vehicles, you know, whatever. He comes down the road in that right away.
What happened?
Later or something. He comes all down the road. He's like, what's going on down here? He's like, my windows rattled.
My windows rattled.
my nephew was so
Caitlin.
like,
Caitlin.
he was like, whoa, that is
He just came in here.
you know? It was so cool.
You just summoned him.
My windows rattled.
There's Dustin. We thought you buried Dustin in the deeper basement down there, Courtney.
Hey, Dustin.
He had to go to work.
There's a little punishment coming.
That's what you call it? You call that work that you've buried him in the deeper basement? You call that work?
Corky, there's a little bit of
I have a
paddling.
well cellar in my basement.
You know, there's a little paddling coming your way, a little punishment because you took ice cream without my permission.
Oh,
It's a little punishment. Yeah.
oh no.
Out comes the Batman cutting the cape and all that. me and my frog booty, I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
Don't tell me you're gonna tuck it and then do the thing like in that movie.
Hello, my darling. Hello.
I gotta get some of the wife's lipstick.
If you put lipstick on, Bob, oh my God. Oh, please.
You're too
Bring out
eager.
your bag.
Oh, I am eager.
I'm making a wig right now.
Oh my God, your weave! I forgot.
I missed that part.
Were you?
Yeah, he pulled it out earlier. I'm like, what are you making, a weave?
No.
He's making puppet.
It's for hunting season. The different methods of being able to do, you know, mark your trails and be easily identifiable if you get hurt or something.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's what we're saying about
Corky?
that. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Corky is your name, Corky.
When it's time to leave, Bob, no one's gonna mess with you with that bag and your weave.
That's what I should do. Next time somebody
hanging out your bag.
Somebody tries breaking in, I should do that Jamie Gum tuck dance around. Come on in. Hey, come in.
Yeah.
We're gonna call him Bobby.
Guy and he's like, hey.
We're gonna call him Bobby with two B's and one I. BOBBI. The female version of Bobby, two B's and one I.
Oh,
That was one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and it it stuck. You know, I was like, oh man, dude had scalped a lady's hair, and he's wearing a scalp, putting on lipstick. Come on.
You ever see that movie? You ever see
in the basket?
what's that World War II movie?
What
what's that
movie are
movie?
you guys watching? Ew.
What movie was that? With Brad
I love
Pitt.
horror movies.
What was that World War II movie with Brad Pitt?
The Inglorious.
No, yeah, Inglorious Bastards.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, when they start scalping.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty gnarly. Those are some good movies, man.
I like
I like
I gotta
them
go-
I
back
don't
then.
think anybody even realized what that was, Gil. I think that
No,
it just
we
went.
didn't think of that. Totally went over my
There were
head.
reports of screeching tires and the sound of bagpipes. He should have
Should've
looked
looked
both
both
ways.
Poor
Rest in
frog.
peace. Rest in peace, Sean Connery.
No, rest in peace, Kermit.
Yeah,
Kermit, poor
Well,
Kermit.
Sean
Yes,
too,
poor
but
Kermit.
bring back Sean, man.
DOA.
Poor Kermit.
And he's got the box to
Too
look. He's
woke.
got the box to cover.
Is that a box or is that a bag?
That's a box.
it's a
Bob.
bag. Actually, it's a bag, but if you look
Is
at it,
it?
I can see it closely. Yeah, it's a
I've
bag.
heard you've been
I look
very
like a
naughty.
We put Kermit the Frog in a paper bag.
I could.
What's wrong?
What do you do with what else do you do with
Hey,
roadkill? You put it in a
you
bag, take it home, throw it in the freezer, and then cook it later.
I had
Oh,
when I was
no.
a kid, when I was a kid, I had Big Bird, but it was like a 2-foot Big Bird, and it had a tape player built into like its back, so you could put a cassette, and anything the cassette said, like you could put music or
Does not work
really,
for me,
really,
full
it was
throttle,
meant.
sorry. No.
That's
Really?
that's full throttle.
Really, it
Full
was,
Throttle.
I've
work
got no
the same
booty
for
to
women.
grab a hold of.
Right.
That's for sure. They just slide
Sorry.
right off.
really was meant for like the Sesame Street tapes, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
today's letter is I, and you could put music, cassettes, whatever, but anything the cassette played, the eyes and the mouth would move, so you would have like a live
Oh, like a Teddy
Big Bird.
Ruxpin, but Big
Oh,
Bird.
that's
This Big
funny.
Bird. Yeah,
Just-
I miss that.
There's all kinds of videos on YouTube
time,
about
back in the
like a
80s.
Barney must die, and whatever that one you were just talking about must die. People light him on fire with a
Teddy Ruxpin or whatever his
Yeah.
name
All
was.
kinds of-
Wait, what about Teddy Ruxpin?
Why do I find it funny?
I remember
Hey.
people used to dress up as them.
Oh.
When I was a kid,
on
people used to
fire.
dress up as like Barney or whatever characters, but they would be on the side of the road and they would sell things, and it was cool. Like all the kids would go and see Barney, and I would run up to Barney and step on his foot and run away and blah.
A recyclable homestead.
Recyclable.
Hi, recyclable.
Hey, recyclable.
Bob's pissed because Kermit
Aw.
T. Frog
Poor
died.
Justin.
Yeah, he's in bad shape, guys. I'm worried about him.
You see that? You
Yeah.
hear that, Bob? Kermit T.
What?
Bob Kermit T. Frog died. You know the frog.
Get out of here. I should call you a frog. Where were you born? I
Uh-huh.
know where you
The
were
frog.
born. I should call you a frog.
You could. I was born there, but I came to America when I was 3. So I'm more
It totally
American
did go over my head.
than I am that. But
I think that's the last I heard was
I
the
just got it.
was what?
Nothing. What Gil put up, I finally
can't keep
just
up.
got it.
what were you saying, Bob?
Sean Connery ran over Bob.
I'm good with that.
That's
Run-
what we were
run me
talking
over.
about. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm the frog. I got a frog booty. I got a frog booty.
Sorry,
I think in
Justin.
Partner Josh, it was a peach.
Oh, the peach was
That's
scary. I
true.
saw that.
That made me want to throw up in my mouth. Sorry.
Well, I was watching this lady. Not lady. This man who was very much, I think, a man today, who was like plastic surgery and talking about the different
Deal.
ones that are totally unnecessary and like that beauty treatments that are unnecessary.
Mhm.
But then he starts off with this woman who talks about having a butt in the front and a butt in the back. And then he describes like how this can happen. And I'm like,
Scroll.
that's not the usual
Yeah,
beauty
yeah.
treatment women start off with.
Yeah.
Gil,
No.
Gil,
I
do
don't
me
go
a favor.
to my Walgreens for that.
Scroll back up on the side chat. Scroll back up and present Courtney's comment at 9:06 p.m.
Why?
I don't know if it'll go back that far on StreamYard.
It will.
I'm in.
I am
Going
slow
the other
tonight.
side.
It's not that far up.
Or
It's
3 days later.
it's Courtney. You'll see
Yeah.
it.
I gotta compare what it is because 906.
It's maybe.
Yeah, mine
We're on
won't
different
go back.
time, so that's gonna be 806. Sorry, so I gotta look at 806 my time.
Mine won't
Oh
go
my
back that far.
I mean 1006. 1006 here. 1006.
I am
No, I
feeling
think he's
slow.
right. I think he's right. Anywho, it says White Family Farm, 9:06 p.m. Bob with a peach butt. I'm throwing up in my mouth.
I like
Oh,
that.
it's your
I like
time, 9:00. So
There
okay,
it is.
got
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
at that
I keep
point.
forgetting time zones. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Oh, I saw that comment.
Soon
That
I'll be
was
on
funny.
Courtney's time zone.
Yeah, I gave a little wiggle dance last night, you guys.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
that will be fun to be on.
I'm
Zoom.
I played that one song. I've been thinking.
There it is.
The bigger the fupa, the tastier the chalupa. I don't know that saying.
Oh my God, Fishes! I can't believe you said it out loud. I was like trying to ignore it.
Yes. I still can't see Full Throttle in this chat. Like I can only see him in the StreamYard chat.
I don't know what that even means.
You don't know what a fupa
A
is?
fupa, no.
You don't know what it is?
It's
No.
the butt in
okay.
the front. Okay.
Oh, it is the button.
Hey, I gave you a booty dance last night, you guys.
And
What
Fish
the
is all,
heck?
what's a fupa? Like she's all louder, but what's a fupa?
Oh my Lord!
I know.
Oh my Lord and baby Jesus!
Who's worse, me with a frog booty or fishes with their phallic vegetables? Who's worse?
Let's not get on that discussion.
Don't you talk about my phallic vegetables? They're
Oh,
No comment.
I don't think Gil saw the great sweet potato that I grew yet. Hold
My
on.
hair's a mess.
It's the
Oh, she's gonna
great
go get it.
sweet potato
The great
2021, y'all.
Yes.
She's gonna go get it.
What?
That sweet potato she had. When I saw that on her video, I just went, oh.
And then later she's like, time to pray.
Time to cry, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
gosh, my hair.
Lord. I think this thing wants to eat your sweet potato, Carol.
I think it does. I got a sweet potato for you there.
Children.
Get that to Viper. He's from LA.
Turn it upside down. Turn it upside down. No, not like that. Upside down. Come on.
all right.
What's
That was
upside
one
down?
No,
posted
like
on
that. Okay,
Courtney.
stop.
What was the one
Put
that
it
was
sideways.
posted
Put
on
it sideways.
Facebook?
Put it sideways. Just like that. Now turn it
A
upside
big
down.
one?
That
Upside
the
down.
thing, and
Like, no.
that looked like it had something
Like
a
this.
vegetable.
Just turn it around.
Oh,
There you go.
It was about a week or so ago.
I can't remember.
Was that a tomato? Was that a tomato?
Yes. Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it was
so-
a tomato.
Okay,
Had
go.
something growing out of it.
There you go. Here's your quote for the day.
What's it say?
Hang on.
Artificial
I-
intelligence is no
Uh,
match for natural stupidity.
Yeah.
Albert Einstein.
I've never seen your face this close up, Dave.
Smart man.
And then there's this one too.
Wow, look at the size of
Yeah,
that one.
that's it, Carol. That's
looks like a
it. There
finger.
it is.
No,
As soon
that
as I,
looks like-
as
Give him
soon
the
as I
finger,
saw,
Carol.
that's the one.
Wait, Carol.
See, look at
Carol,
that. Look at
hang on,
that.
hang on. Leave her presented. Carol, bring it up slowly from the center of your screen up. Bring it up slowly
No,
from the center of
no.
your screen up.
I can't believe you did that. Oh my God.
I really had to shut my mouth on that video, Carol, because I saw that one. I went, oh my God.
Hey, WD's in the house.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Hi,
gonna be your
WD.
thumbnail for this stream.
WD.
That potato needs a passion fruit.
Oh
Joe.
my goodness. I thought she was just gonna go like bring it up like slowly like
Seriously.
she just like she brought it up like vertical.
On the
like-
internet.
she didn't go up. She went vertical.
Everybody that's in this chat, and we're like the best group in the freaking internet. We have such a
WD
good
Gil has
time.
lost control.
Yeah, we do.
I still have
Complete-
control. I had this little button down that says end broadcast.
Complete insanity. I love it. I love it. I love it.
NC-17.
Yeah, all because of fishes.
It's
Yeah.
just my
No,
sweet
no.
potatoes.
She was just showing some vegetables. It's everybody else's dirty mind.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's just sweet
She's
potatoes,
worse than I
people.
am.
It's just a sweet
She's worse than me.
potato.
Yeah. I have a secret weapon. I don't know if it'll show up, but y'all better hope it don't.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to know.
No comment.
No. It is a person.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that why
They
you
live
keep
down
looking
south
over
in
your-
South Carolina, right next to the water. Y'all don't behave, I'll sick mouse on y'all.
oh.
Oh,
Ginger Ninja stealing my comment. The potato has spoken.
I like that.
All right, here we go. Everybody's going to forget the vegetable stuff. Flashy thingy.
what were
It
we
didn't
just
work.
talking
You all
about?
have had a great time. It's all been rated G.
Sorry.
I have too low of an IQ. It doesn't work with me. It just bounces off. You know?
Bob's like, "Dun-dun-dun."
Oh,
My
and
glass-
all right, for Bob, I got this then.
That works.
My glasses
Yeah.
are too dirty. I can't
Oh,
see
wait.
it.
He sent
Yeah.
himself
You
back.
are getting
Fine.
sleepy.
That's half the problem.
You're getting sleepy.
Gil, you're dealing with you're trying to talk to someone who has an IQ above an amoeba. I'm below an amoeba. It just bounces like
You're below.
All right.
yeah.
Here, all right, Bob. Here's the kitty laser. Chase it, Bob. Chase it. Chase the laser. Chase the laser.
Come on, get those frog legs moving.
Using the burner
Here's the laser.
to spread fishes.
You better watch it, Corky. You better watch it. You're still going to get a little punishment for eating the ice cream without.
Don's laughing so hard he can't type.
Oh my Lord.
Gingit.
Gingit. Howdy, Gingit.
It's like a ginger and a gidget.
You better be
And
careful.
he's
Bob.
laughing so hard he can't type on the keyboard.
It's a baby ginger. Gingit.
Mhm.
No one messes with the chick with the frozen roast, okay?
That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, but that frozen roast don't scare me. Try to sneak out of a certain house on stilts with a jar of nice, beautifully made split pea soup. That will scare the heck out you. She don't play no games.
Bob,
Mrs.
stop
usually.
stroking your wood.
You shush, LA. I tell you, in less
I
1
saw
hour.
him. I
1
saw him.
hour
He
and
went like
15
this.
I saw it
minutes,
too.
Yeah.
1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm at your front door, dude. You better watch.
Let's do it. Bring it. Look at it. He's doing it again. Look at him. He's doing it.
It's an Arnice. It's an Arnice. You know, she's gonna hit me with a lamb chop, and my wife hits me with this. You know,
Wait, what is it made out of?
it's wood.
It's Bob's
Look.
wood.
You know, I can show you. Yeah. Never mind about that.
Why
That's
is there a
just
hole in it?
that's from Singapore.
That's for his Prince Albert.
Look,
Yeah,
this is the
that-
difference between an import and Florida's avocados.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
large
just going
one.
to
The large
Talk
one
about
belongs to Florida.
shore leave in Singapore.
Wow.
We grow them big in Florida.
Is that what you
Saying.
call it? Is that how?
That's what he said.
What is it? A Cuban avocado?
You have a communist avocado in your house, Karen?
No, I don't.
You are full of secrets.
I
I'm
don't
not.
have.
I'm
I
not. I'm
dated a
not liking
communist
this.
once.
I'm not liking this. Your communist avocado in your
No, I
house.
have an
And-
Irish. I have an Irish man. in my
LMBO.
house. I'm a
Ginger
wood.
is ginger with a hatchet. Limbo.
What?
I'm laughing butt off.
Ginger with a
All right.
hatchet.
Look,
Or
little Laura,
laughing
down,
my butt off.
Laura down there, little Miss
That's a good one.
Oregon.
That's true.
Just quiet.
WD Glockerroll just said cray cray. I can't imagine you saying it out. Sorry.
I was reading the chat.
You read
Oh,
the chat?
okay.
I was reading the chat. Why don't you be
Chat.
quiet and reading the chat?
Hey,
You do that
read the
voice
chat.
good, Laura.
hey.
Y'all,
I don't want to
here,
feel
let
left
me turn
out.
on some light.
I'd rather get hit with a lamb chop than
Dave's gonna hit
out
us
of
with
Nice.
poison it.
Yeah,
What do you call
That's,
those
okay.
that's a
things?
nice piece of
Poison
wood.
dart.
Poison darts.
This has a better use.
Okay,
See, that wood would
So-
break, but if it hit me in the head, this won't break.
What is that? Metal?
It is
Hematite?
a self-defense stick.
Parliament.
It has carbide tips at each end. It separates into 2 or 5 sections.
Can you actually carry that or
not
no?
in here. Damn it.
Legally, no, I cannot
I didn't
carry
think
it.
so.
But what if you connect them together with like one of those things that they use like on AC? It's like the rubber hose. If you connect them together and just say it's your walking stick.
Now the rubber hose
Nope.
is South African.
Not even gonna go there.
Bob.
All right.
Well, that's
God.
Ryan.
All right,
Ryan.
so
Boom.
Dave has his
Wow.
tool.
Yes.
Bob
One of
has his
many.
wooden thing. My wife was, when she was in high school, was dating somebody that there we go. That his dad had a hydraulic stuff and everything, and had a couple of old hydraulic cylinders that he took the rods out of that were about that big around.
Chromoly steel. Yeah.
Yeah, and about 26, 28 inches long, and on the end of it, it was smooth at the end, and it kind of bull shot, had a slot cut in it where it had a pivoting head on it there. Well, her boyfriend in high school wrapped that end with some rubber electrical tape, not the vinyl, the rubber stuff, so it has non-slip. And she has two of them, 26 inches long, about 7/8 inch diameter steel.
And Carol, and Carol dated a communist.
You with her, right?
Carol dated a
No, they
communist.
left the island. That was the Mariel.
Oh, you didn't say that. You didn't say that at first.
I
You said you
him.
dated a communist.
Yes, but he became a United States firefighter, and then I dumped him.
He just wasn't as dangerous anymore.
He just liked too many women at the same time, Laura.
I didn't know there was such a thing as a United States firefighter.
I don't go for that. I don't like my men seeing
What's-
other
what-
women behind my
what?
back.
Either.
Yeah.
That's what my mom did. My mom was her first husband. Well, actually, her second husband. First one was an annulment, really quick. Her second husband, which was my older brother and older sister's dad. His name was Angel Russo from Puerto Rico,
Oh.
and he was a ladies' man. And he
It's very
picked her up
common.
one night from work with his girlfriend in the car. The next day,
no.
she went
I need
to
ice
the
cream.
courts.
Yeah. Hell no. I heard about that before
Yeah.
from my husband, that there was somebody in the family, like a friend of the family,
Courtney.
a friend of the family that
Yes,
brought the
Dustin, I do
girlfriend
believe that is
home
the case.
and
Me
made his
too.
wife like make them dinner. I was
Poor
like,
Courtney,
guy.
quit abusing your
you
husband.
know, if you just even bring one near the door, you would be dead.
Dang.
Yeah.
Now that's huevos, man.
Daisy.
That's huevos.
The poor guy is just trying to earn a living. He's got his
God, I mean-
kids. He's got a
Me and my
It wasn't a
family.
ham; it was a frozen turkey. Okay.
He's trying
It
to
doesn't
be a
matter.
family man,
That's
and you know
poultry abuse.
he works
I don't know
hard
how
all
he-
night,
I
and
don't
he
know how he
comes
ended
home
up
and
under
tries
my
to
car,
rest.
Mr.
and then
Officer.
bam.
Yeah.
What? It looks like I hit him
Remember-
4 times.
Did everybody just froze for a second? It must have been my end.
Yep.
All right. Remember, when you go and take care of a problem like that, you dig the hole, you bury them, you cover it up, and then you plant endangered species on top
That
of
was
it,
my
so they
idea.
can't. Yeah, so they can't dig it up.
Okay, just make sure you give me the credit.
Yeah,
'cause,
that was
I
yours
need
on
s-
Facebook, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The truth,
So
is,
remember,
the truth is
now-
coming
now
out.
here's
of
part
little
two of that.
Carol.
Hang on.
So,
Here's part two of
Carol,
that.
did you really?
Part two of that, Carol, is you also get some of those endangered frogs and put them out there.
Yes, Bofu toads. Put them all over it.
The truth is
Or
coming out.
Bufo, however you
She
want to say
dated
it.
she dated a communist, and she knows how to hide a body.
You love
Yes,
me.
the
You
truth is
absolutely
coming
love
out.
me, don't you, Bob?
I do.
Because I
do.
didn't just date him. I broke up with him. And he came crying back. Now you
Oh, I
really
bet-
like me.
I bet you're.
And I
something
said,
special.
no, it's
You're
over.
something special. You're something.
It's over.
Dave looks like he's looking at me like he's going to slap me.
I'm just looking at chat. Thanks.
Oh,
You're-
okay.
You are something special, Carol.
Hey, don't forget, I got 2 monitors here. I can
I was
ignore.
wondering why you
one
kept
screen
looking
and
over your
get another
shoulder.
one.
You're making me nervous, like somebody was you were
Actually,
hearing.
I got
things.
3 screens here, so
I can open the laptop and I'll have
It's
3.
on my screens,
Nice.
but I don't use it.
The only
well, I
bad,
can open my other laptop and have 4.
Bob, the only bad thing is he married another ex-communist, and they have nice money now and live down in Key Largo in their nice big house. with
Okay.
oats.
Hey, it'll come back to bite them. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be there around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tease my wife by text message frequently, Hun, call before you come home. Girlfriend number 4 is over, and she won't leave until I give her more money.
I wish my husband would tease. So
I tease her like that all the time, man. Or Shakira is here. Don't come home early,
Shakira.
Shakira.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Bob,
Yeah.
what do you think? She's
Oh,
You go freeze.
Antonio, and I'm not coming for a couple weeks.
yeah. Antonio and I are going on vacation, Bob. We will see you later. Feed yourself.
Back to bread and water. Back to bread and water, baby. It's done. That's happened before.
Hey,
Dip it
Bob,
in the cup.
Bob, if she does that, I'll send you some ramen noodles. We at least want you to do.
See, I will be eating luxury. Okay.
Yeah, we'll send you some ramen noodles.
They don't
No,
dissolve in the stomach too quick, so it'll keep you full for a while. We've seen the pictures.
I
I don't know, man. I can eat ramen noodles. I'm still hungry.
I tease the heck out of my wife like that. Hun, girlfriend number 6 needs more. I need more money, hon. I need more girlfriend money. So bring some cash home with you. Will you? Never. That's never happened. I don't know why. But she's never.
Oh, awesome. I thought you were going to say we're showing how we can husbands or wives who are infidels. I mean, not.
You're hiding something else. The truth is coming out, Carol. She's a communist and knows how to
what it is.
Kaylin, I'm so glad
You know what it
on
is?
the stream.
It's
I'm so
simple.
sorry.
It's psychologically proven. When people are slap happy, sleep deprived, they start revealing their inner self.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Homestead Aquarius, we've been trucking it's been 3 hours now we've been going on. Oh, by the way, GrayManPrepping now has 192 subscribers. Woo!
Excellent. Right on. Yep.
Golf clap.
Yay.
We are a bunch of poop trooper misfits, but we get attention.
Hey. Misfit Island is in and of itself now.
A giveaway for hitting 200.
Yeah. You should.
I know what I can give away.
I'm at like
give away.
175.
Hey, it's a laser pet toy. Drive your
We
kids
want to
nuts.
get the Poop Troop member, but Dave.
Yeah, well, you know what? Some people just can't afford even 99 cents a month.
He doesn't believe in the poop.
Grayman, you have
No,
all
I
that
don't.
Halloween
Doesn't
stuff. You
believe
should
in
do
the
something
poop.
around
Don't
Halloween
believe in
and
the
give
poop.
away a Halloween themed thing.
Hey, Gil,
Nice.
what
Yeah.
you need to do is you need to buy Doc's new book and give away the old book.
Well, I don't have the old book. Where
I
I give it away.
thought he sent you a book.
No, he sent me the pandemic one and
Oh,
signed it.
need
What
to
I
get
have
one.
Yeah,
as far as
I
the old
am.
book, I got the old book on the Kindles.
well, see, I was going to
The
give this one
Kindles.
away, but it says to David on it, so that's not really going to work.
Yeah.
And
And I got the
That
new
new
one
one
that'll be
is-
here Saturday.
That new
You
one.
can give it to David's Mule Train, Homestead.
Very
I haven't
cool.
seen him in a long time. Is he doing okay?
Yeah,
I
he
saw
was
him the
know.
on.
other day.
He was on
Okay.
He just
Stringfield.
came into mine, but I haven't seen him in a while, so I was just curious.
YouTube on a budget
Okay,
around
here-
here.
Here we go. I'm sending her a text. I need girlfriend money now, or else they won't go home. Okay.
I'm not sure if you could say that on the stream holding that. What are you holding, Bob?
It's my
It's his
my,
phone.
my phone. It's my phone.
Oh.
I'm sending a text to my wife.
Carol.
Like a GUN.
Carol.
My lord!
What?
No, Carol. Hold on, hold on here.
First,
Let's do this right.
I can't see.
Carol.
it. Yes.
This is one of those. Not what he's holding.
I thought
In
that
real
was a
YouTube, it's not a
Blair
real pew pew.
GUN.
No, I know better than that. I know way
And
better
what
than
and
that.
what Dave was holding there is a paintball marker.
Oh, I
Exactly.
thought it was a
Okay.
thing that you hit when you go out on a boat. What's that called?
Yeah. it
Flare
looks like a
gun?
flare
Flare
gun.
gun.
Yeah.
No, that's the Umarex paintball marker.
Yep.
Oh, Dave, did you see Arrogance
on
in Michigan's
something,
video
huh?
today?
No, I haven't had a chance. I was busy doing some other things, trying to get stuff ready for Tuesday.
One of his viewers bought a Umarex Guardian 2 or something like that, and had it shipped to Moose to review it and and everything. And then when Moose gets done, he's going to ship it back down to the guy. But It's an Umarex with a big bottle on it, and it's only $320 something or 300. Yeah, it's like whoa.
There we go. There we go.
In
That's
25.
like what Dave puts those up for us to take a look at, the ones like that. But
Yeah,
I just never
it's-
have the 300 or
What your wife
400.
say?
Yeah.
Asawako. I just sent her a text. I need girlfriend money. They won't go home. The wife just sent back. Just kick them out.
She's done playing your games. I mean, she's
I
all
do that.
done.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And sometimes she really plays along. She's got a good sense of humor because sometimes she'll pull in here real quick and maybe get off work early once in once a billion years, and she'll step out. Ha! I tried to catch you.
Yes, backwoods. 338 Lapua is a big bottle.
That's so weird. Maybe a lot of people are looking that up because I just put in 33 and that immediately came
What
on my
happened?
computer when I was looking that up for what he said. The loop.
What,
loop-
338
Oh,
Lapua?
chunky. He doesn't
338
have
Lapua?
a butt.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Lapua is a very popular round.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but I
British-
haven't used it on my I haven't looked it up on my.
The British use that
On
as
Google.
their standard sniper rifle, the 338 Lapua.
Well, it appears it's at the top of search engines.
Because
known
it's
as-
extremely popular.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Probably right
I
now
mean-
too.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Laura has to poop.
It's capable of reaching out and touching somebody a little distance away.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was
It's
wondering,
one-
where those people are that use those kind of.
Usually half a
I'm
mile
trying
to a mile further
understand
away than you are.
snipers.
Yeah, the snipers. Where's all the good snipers now that?
Half a mile to a mile away.
Yeah, they're out there. They're still there. They
Yeah.
still have jobs.
Yeah, I
Here's the
know.
point.
I wish
Here-
they'd
here's
do a
the point
job
to a
for the
sniper.
American people. So I'm wondering why certain,
Well,
Yeah, I'd love to have that.
heroes. aren't
You're just
coming in.
gathering intel, you little communist.
Yeah.
You're here to gather
you, isn't it,
It's
intel.
on my-
Bob, you're
It's
the
on my
one,
list
aren't
to
you?
get my wife because my wife is a lefty,
Oh,
and this has the bolt is switchable from right-handed to left-handed people. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this one for my wife.
what
Yeah,
do you
and for
even
anybody
put in
who's
that?
not aware, that 357 on there means it shoots a 9mm pellet,
Oh,
as in
Yeah.
the same size as a 9mm pew pew.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
This is an
in,
air rifle. This is an air rifle.
it's an air rifle. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are nines.
You'll have to school me on that, Dave. I didn't know you
Yeah.
could.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
on
you haven't
here.
been checked out Maccabee Speed like we told you to, Carol. He has a 72 caliber air rifle.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
check out Maccabees.
It's called the Zeus.
And it's by
Hey.
AEA.
It's called the Zeus. It's by AEA, and it
Shoot underwater.
literally shook the bench rest that they had it mounted to, which was
Mhm.
bolted to the ground. It actually shook it.
It's right there. Yeah.
I just throw poop.
I know. That's what I told you. It was a good idea with that one neighbor. How did he like it?
He came back for more.
He probably did if it was from your own
Yeah.
tushy. He probably
Yeah,
was like,
he-
I've got it.
He put it in Ziploc bags and put it
Mhm.
inside of his pants.
I bet.
Oh.
Sicko.
And the muzzle brake on that, even though it doesn't have a flash, so to speak,
What the heck?
is actually kind of important.
Yeah.
What does that silence it?
No.
It just keeps
Yeah.
it from jumping so high up when you fire it because it does. It's like shooting a 50 BMG.
Okay.
It will take and relocate your shoulder if you're not holding it properly.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So basically, a 50 caliber sniper rifle. This is like firing one of those bad boys.
Okay.
But yeah.
1120 foot-pounds of energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
I've got,
crazy.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can bring down a
Elephant with
elk,
it.
a moose, a grizzly bear on the charge, and here it is.
Did I miss?
Come on, open up. There we go. Here's a 25 caliber.
No. That's too big for her. She needs one like that one. She needs a flash pop.
Yeah. Well, this one here, so she can lay down, put the bipod, the bipod out there, and just
And do the same with this one.
Well, my missus does really good with a 590. She can handle it.
All right, here's the one Dave's talking
Got
about.
the one below it. I have that Crossman.
What'd you say about?
Laura's down there, like
These things are.
fishes. I have.
That's a silencer, an integrated silencer on it.
Yes. And I've already proven that it can be silenced even more.
Yeah.
Bob, Laura, and I have matching outfits, but we can't show them to you. Sorry.
Really?
6.2 rounds.
Not fair, ladies. Stop conspiring. Stop it.
This one I like because this is by Benjamin.
Yamada.
25.
Yamada.
Armada. The Benjamin Armada.
Yamada.
Pneumatic.
We're not talking Japanese warships.
Your baby brother.
This one is 900 feet per second, so it's subsonic, and you can put a muffler on there.
You can put a moderator. For air guns, they're called moderators.
Yeah,
but it's great.
Ginger, silencers are illegal for firearms. These are not firearms.
No, they're not illegal. You just need a very expensive tax stamp, and at this current time, need to wait about 9 months.
Yeah.
They're not illegal. You just have to have a tax stamp for it.
Yeah, and then you don't for the ones on the air rifles, you don't need a tax stamp because it's not
because it's the way it's manufactured.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not just a single baffle inside there. There's cloth wrapped around. There's all kinds of things that separate it from a regular silencer to be called a moderator. That's why you can't go out and buy one of those fuel traps that are being sold prolifically on everywhere and put it on one of these, because that, when it's modified, becomes an actual silencer, which requires a tax stamp, even if placed on an air rifle.
Yeah.
The way these are designed for like in the QE and the flesh pop, and on the Hatsons, and I can't think of what Ben's working on right now, what he calls his, but not Ben, but Donnie FLs. They're made differently than a standard silencer, so that's why they can put them on an air rifle and don't need to be tax stamped.
I like this. This one also has a reversible bolt on it, so like this, the bolt goes on the other side for my wife.
Look up Hatson Blitz.
Wow. Those are out of stock at Palmetto State Armory, the one that we were discussing before with that very large, the 338. How do you say it?
Lapua.
Lapua. It's like maybe back in stock soon.
Yeah.
Notify me when I should put them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Carol.
If you want a true 338 Lapua, you're going to spend about $1,800 to $2,500.
Yeah,
for a cheap one.
Also, think of the problem with those two is finding a place to shoot it. Because if you just dump it into the weeds somewhere, those things are very powerful to just keep traveling. Best thing for you, darling, is a shotgun.
Yeah, I have my shotgun with the
Remington 870. That's all you need.
I go for the 500s, 590s. 500s.
I have the something armory with that's got 5 mag in the mag.
You better
get 2 mags.
Get up on your booty and get out there and practice with it.
I know. I need to. It's
Remington 870 holds 6 underneath and 1 in the chamber. That's all you need. If you need more than that, you've got a bigger problem.
Yeah. Well, he's asleep right now, so I can't really talk about it.
Okay.
Oh my lord!
Yes.
This
is that
that's a big air rifle.
No,
this is not an air rifle.
I know. I'm just playing.
Is that a 50 Lapua?
No, it's a 20 mil.
This is my pedophile rifle.
Oh.
This shoots 2.25 miles. It is a 20 millimeter.
Oh, one of those
sniper rifle.
Because that looks like a 50 Lapua, just photoshopped really big.
No, this is the 20 millimeter.
That's insane,
Wow.
man. I mean, they use those in the aircraft, the cartridge anyway,
yeah.
but not
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
My dream gun to just brag about and have absolutely no need for is a Barrett or the
Exactly,
Barrett
Bruce.
50, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, yeah, I got one.
One of those Gatling guns, the ones that you can make.
No, yeah, those are awesome.
I always wanted one.
All you got to do is
My husband
make
would
sure
love
you
one.
can legally buy something.
There's
Get a
one.
hold
I
of
mean,
Tipman Armory
there you
out
go.
of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and you can buy a mini Gatling gun.
They're so
Doesn't require any special tax stamps or nothing.
Vegas. I mean, you can get some in Vegas. They have to be from a certain year, and you could legally own them.
You have to.
For
There are
history?
certain requirements for those. For the older style Gatling, I know what you're talking about. You have to have. There are certain requirements to get one of those.
Yeah.
But from Tipman Armory out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, you can buy a mini Gatling gun that shoots 9mm, and that requires no special tax stamps or nothing. You just have to be able to afford it.
Pretty. The
Yeah,
blue.
for most
Yes.
people, a pump shotgun or a 38 special 357 revolver.
Oh,
That's
that
what
looks
you
so
Viper.
nice. Yes, I know.
No, this
Dude,
is
I saw one of those. Oh,
Full
yeah,
Fuzz
this
said
is
you
the
can have his.
XM 109 25mm anti-material sniper rifle. It's a Barrett.
I came
25mm.
across a Barrett 50 that was literally sitting like that, and they wanted $12,000 for it, and I was like, yeah, you can keep it.
Yeah, you can buy how many shotguns with that 12,000?
Oh my God, I paid $200 for mine. Imagine 12.
Right,
So,
right.
so if I paid, hold on, let's do the math because I'm terrible at math. 12,000 divided, no, not multiply, divide. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. 12,000 divided by 200. You could buy 60 of them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And they are working on interchangeable barrels for this. They have a larger,
You're behind the
longer
times,
barrel, like
son.
a foot longer. And
You're behind the
X-ray-
times, son.
Huh?
You're behind the times.
Wow. What's the new thing, Dave?
They've already got working prototypes in the hands of service members and beta testers, if you want to call them that.
Right. That's the one that's 8 inches longer. This one, the next one we're looking at is 12 inches longer with the
That's what Viper said.
Why is it always about being longer?
with the integrated military silencer on it.
He still hasn't proved it though.
And it's supposed to be
I'll
be
prove
able
it
to
when you
reach
prove
out
it.
as far as the Barrett
Oh, wrong
107.
side.
That's what I was just
I heard
looking
that.
at this last week. We're looking that information up.
I come back and it's back.
Oh my God, you need to stop showing this. Oh,
You're gonna make Viper cry.
Yeah, so there's your 20mm from the Enzo Ironworks, and there's your 50 caliber.
Yeah, the problem with stuff like that is carry it.
okay, exactly. You
Yeah,
can carry a Barrett 50, but carry anything bigger than that?
yeah, I mean,
Even that?
You right shoulder sling arms with something like that, and you got to bug out for 8 miles. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's just the firearm. Imagine the ammo and the ammo and the cases that you got to. It's a lot of work, man.
And if like a 50 BMG, you can't, and others, you can't buy that stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, in certain rounds of a 50 BMG are like $80 a round. For the cheaper ones, they're $25 a round.
Oh yeah, they're
and the ones that are really, really, really good are $100+ a round.
Yeah, your magazine will cost you $1,000 if it holds 10.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I got a real sharpshooting rifle. It comes out of Remington. It's
She's feeding her
Yeah.
science Firman again.
it's a bolt action, and I've got a 223 varmint rifle. But my best one for anything that is really, really naughty is my M14. That thing will do both high, long range, and it'll just tear up anything. close up. You know, it doesn't make any difference.
Or get one of those military. I forget what they have them on top of like Humvees and stuff, and all you hear is, and then they put it back. It goes back. It shoots off like 2,000 rounds in like 10 seconds. It's really all you.
Yeah,
it's gone. It's crazy.
The government can afford to feed those. We can't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, considering that for 60 seconds worth of firing on one of those. All right, let's say you pull one off a Humvee. For 60 seconds of firing, constant rate firing, you're going to spend upwards of $15,000.
I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, there goes 10 grand in a minute.
Yeah.
No wonder why, like, all these people who want those guns go, you know, black market and
Up
stuff.
to my ears and
Or you know, they
criminal.
don't even have to go black market. They could just get it from our government since we're giving it away for free.
No kidding.
Oh, it was a deal. It wasn't just for free.
No, they gave it away. No,
Yeah,
I
gave it
will
away
say
for,
that some of the aircraft they
pipeline.
disabled.
This-
Some of the
it sound-
aircraft they did disable, but a lot of the military's armory
Mhm.
wasn't touched.
Well, the latest
Unlike
thing
in
that I
Saigon where
heard
they
is
blew
was
it
for
up, most of
the
it. Here they
Did
just
you
left
hear
it.
that it was for the company that Hunter sat on?
You'll wait. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
see them
all pre-
again.
For a
It's all-
pipeline.
It's all
For a
prearranged.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see them again. Don't
The
worry.
guys-
For a pipeline that
those-
company was putting in.
Those folks know what they're doing over there. They've been doing what they're doing for 2,000 years.
I'm scared
They
that
know
that side
what
of
they're doing.
that side of the world is going to see a lot of 9/11s because of that. You just wait.
Well, have you ever looked at the airplanes that they left behind? Don't underestimate people. They can't fly them or whatever. What they do is they hire mercenaries to come in and teach other people how to use
Exactly.
Not only that,
I don't
talking
underestimate them
about
at
how
all.
you can look up on YouTube how to fly it.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's very simple.
People are like, these people aren't
Taking
stupid. You can
taking
Google it.
off is easy. Hell, I can take off in a freaking jet. It's landing it that's the issue.
Well, the only complex part of that aircraft over there is it's got a glass cockpit.
Israel
And-
be fine though, Garden State Gardner.
Yeah.
And,
They left,
and
they left the drones there.
if they need, they just hire A&Ps to go in there and do the maintenance, and then they train their own people. I will guarantee
I
you,
look so wrong, Laura.
if I know a lot about Islam, I will guarantee you that there is a sultan over there somewhere who's got all that material right now.
I like she holds it up on the camera side because you missed it, Bob. A
Is it
second ago, Laura.
sourdough? Or
Bring
is
it down. Bring it down again, Laura. Bring it down. Okay, do it.
Need some cheesy music, and that's
Now-
She changed her hand position because a minute ago it was like she.
All right, guys. Piper's gonna drool. Piper's gonna drool again. Here we go.
I think his blood pressure raised when he showed him that 50 BMG.
Yeah, all this stuff is like I love all this
This
stuff,
is-
but it's
this
like
is
it's
the-
unacquirable. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
This is the 50 caliber tri-barrel GAU 19.
God, the
Gal.
sound that must make. Oh. But they like where okay, all right. I got $1 million. I can't even buy that. Like where do you want me? You know.
Well, I have a
And then
friend who
here's
is a
his big
friend.
brother.
Oh, I
It's
love how
fantasy
it has a
stuff.
peace symbol right in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, people put a lot more in that.
I've seen those in maintenance when I was in the Air Force. I've seen all that stuff in the weapons department, the weapons squadrons. They take them out of the airplanes and they set them up, and they have to go in there and measure everything.
Those
and do
belts
some
are so
repairs.
cool.
Yeah, I was used to seeing that stuff. It's just like,
Oh, interesting. They put it next to a beetle.
That's how this is the one out of the Warthog.
yeah, that's a 30 millimeter.
You should see the cannon that the Germans
Night,
were
Jesse.
prototyping in the 40s. I don't want to say the words exactly because it's YouTube.
Wow.
But, you know.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a 30.
50. That's a 50 next to a 5.56. No.
This is a fit. This is the 30 millimeter.
That doesn't look like a 30.
That's
It
the
does.
30. That's the big 30 from
Wow.
this one here. And I think that's
That's got to be a 5.56.
no
Or
308.
308.
308,
Yeah.
yeah.
Blackout.
Yeah.
No blackout round. And it's blue tip. Woohoo.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the blue tips. Those are very pretty.
Well, there's reasons for that. Armor piercing. You got incendiary. You got armor piercing incendiary.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why they call
And
it.
don't forget the good old fashioned slap rounds.
Yeah, blue
What's a
tips, silver
flap
tips.
round?
All that stuff left behind over there, guys. I know quite a bit about Islam, and it's all in the hands of a some of it's kept by the Datus, and the majority, like the airplanes and all that, that's all in the hands of a sultan. It's a deal made out before we left.
Yeah.
We give you all this stuff so you will allow our airplanes to fly out and don't shoot them down.
Yeah,
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Hmm.
You know,
I believe that 100%
Well,
because that's exactly what happened.
the thing. Well, the thing was too that they made that deal, but they were saying now that they're going to use those who have the weapons to get that certain pipeline through, and that the Afghanis didn't want anything to do with it, and that's why they were basically moved out of the way. And these others
with the hardware that what one of maybe more than one sultan has right now, he keeps the Central Asian power in check. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because he can hit them back. Chances are the sultan is probably in another country. And when he has his friends over, he's going to show off his new half a dozen airplanes. Like, look what I got, you know?
Yeah.
These guys know what the Chinese or the Central Asians know what they're doing. So do the Islam. They know what they're doing. They have thousands of years of practice.
Yeah.
The thing that I think will affect us directly is the amount of heroin. You know, that's what we need to be concerned about. You know.
Yeah. That's already here, isn't it? Thanks to the southern border.
Yeah. I guess, you know. Oh, yeah. It's open.
Oops,
it's wide
sorry,
open.
Gil. I didn't mean to say those two words together so closely.
Or the northern border.
Yes, that one too.
The narcotics, and then a new virus or a blight of some kind to destroy some of our crops. You know, that's what's going to affect us personally, or another disease, whatever.
Yeah,
chemical, biological.
I heard like some of the seeds so that they sent. Remember when they sent those seeds right when we were having that whole lovely time?
I got some.
Yeah, some of them were weeds that would kill pretty much anything within a certain distance. Did you ever hear that, Gil, like from your people that they found out what some of the seeds were? Like if they were invasive.
They were very, very invasive, and basically, the word was out from the Department of Interior, Department of Homeland Security, the FDA. Everybody was saying, burn them.
Yeah.
Don't just throw it away.
Oh, I
burn it.
Burn it. Yeah.
So it doesn't end up taking root anywhere. Yeah.
Now they won't destroy all of our crops because we're feeding them. We're still feeding these people. We feed the world in the new world. We feed the planet, so that not all of it can be taken away or diseased or destroyed because they need to eat.
That's really sad because there for a while we didn't have certain supplies and stuff. So if we don't have it, that means they really don't have it.
No,
they were still shipping it to them.
No, we don't have it. They have what we need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, if I was president, oh man, sorry, we are not exporting anything. We're not importing anything.
These folks are about 3 generations ahead of us. They're about 3 generations ahead of us. Every day I see coal trains going to the coast, and getting loaded up, and guess who's buying it? Because now they have it, and you don't.
Yeah, they're buying up anything. Yeah, they can get their hands on
corn, soybeans,
uranium,
and they have it, and you don't.
Uranium, atomic bombs.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can talk about a certain female person who was in the position to
Does she wear heels and land her back?
When she's got balance.
Did she pretend to be a Catholic and wear a suit?
She thinks she's supposed to be president. And she was the one that brokered the deal to sell a certain or manufacture or dig in a manufacturing company to the big bear over there with the red star on his head.
Oh, really?
Nice.
It was the person in charge of state.
Yes.
What's wrong with wearing heels? There's nothing wrong with wearing heels.
And
Ribbit.
you wonder why these guys seek you out, Bob.
But it
Hey,
is
I've
hard.
got heels on my cowboy boots.
Your
I-
heels in your purse.
yeah, it's hard to find.
Not a
size
purse.
12.
It's a satchel.
Yeah, it's
With
hard to
his
find
weave.
size 12 with triple extra wide. Now that's hard to find heels.
You got to go to
that
Men's Warehouse. Big and large, or whatever they call that place.
Transvestites Warehouse.
You're right.
Just,
Bruce,
hey, no, you
you're
know
right.
what? He just needs to come down here to Hollywood. He'll find anything and everything you need.
Yeah.
Oh, I
There's
bet.
stores.
From Hollywood. There you go.
Yeah.
Come down here,
Yeah,
trust
no,
me.
Hollywood's
It is.
got nothing on the Castro district.
See you, Garden.
Come out here and you'll see everything. And if you really want to go that
See you
way,
later,
go to
Garden.
San Francisco, and you
Well,
California's got it all, man. At least in that part.
California, the place to find everything you thought you never wanted and more.
Exactly.
I'm up here in superb Washington, and Laura is the taint. She's something in the middle.
The tape.
Oh,
He's in Washington.
Wow.
It's
He's getting pissed. He's getting pissed.
it taint Washington and it taint California. She's
Oh,
in
Yeah, she
Oregon.
started chewing her
Oh,
gum. That
okay.
shit. She's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
It taints.
Bob, my mouse is clicking over remove.
Bill's fingers like.
I just got to throw something at Oregon once in a while.
Yeah.
Careful, they may throw it back and it will be laced with something you don't want to.
From California.
Exactly.
That's okay. At least you don't live in the phallic symbol of America.
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Hey, I'd rather
Jaded-
live in a phallic symbol than here.
Jaded a communist.
All
That's
day.
probably why they
Jaded
grew
a
that way.
communist.
That's what she said.
I'm in Florida.
Y'all keep making me want to move back to the mitten where it's safe.
Fishes, I used to have a thing for you, but after hearing the dating the communist, I don't know. That's
Run away, run
I
away.
can't
and
even-
say goodbye.
He wasn't a communist, though. His dad was a businessman, and they left
But-
as soon as possible with
but
nothing
that's how I-
but what
that's-
was on their back.
That's how I envision it. You know, I'm brain damaged. Okay, just work with it. Okay.
You are. That's okay.
Lord,
It's okay.
forever. And the person
He's like, I'm
Yeah,
taking
you
care
are.
of people like you. I'll help you, Bob. give me some money, Bob.
Oh
I'll
my
take
God,
care
I
of
love
you, sweet man. Got some pills for you right here.
Pills in a padlock, huh?
Mhm. One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
I do have
Or
some special
Oregon.
stuff in the house. That,
Here,
Except-
take two of these and
except
call us tomorrow.
Except here, they didn't fly over the cuckoo's nest; they flew through it.
Mhm.
And never left.
Oregon rocks. Is that what where you are?
That
Huh?
well, that's where what Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was filmed in Oregon, right? It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Wasn't what also wasn't Animal House? Who we lose?
Fishes.
What?
Well,
Where the fishes?
Animal House, Goonies. What else? Was
Animal House, yeah.
Couple TV shows, 3-4 TV shows.
Oh, Oregon, TV show Grimm.
Yeah.
Grim?
I went and saw Animal House in the theater, like when it came back to the theater, like 4 or 5 years.
I saw it in the theater originally. Oh man, we were
No, you
dying.
see,
man.
Courtney, you're too young to remember the classics. You know, the classics when you go to the drive-in and you're 14 years old and you're snuck in the back seat hiding under a blanket. And the people that take you to the movies take you to the drive-in theater, the great big huge screen, and you get to see Porky's.
Yeah.
You've never heard of it.
We were lucky. The drive-in theater near us had Dollar Tuesdays.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That's
basically
cool.
$1 a car load.
Yep.
Wow.
And we take a pickup with about 10 people in it, pay $1, go in there and park back, and everybody can pop their chairs out and sit in front of the truck, and, going over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
So you had everybody either in the front or in the back. And it was just it was. Okay.
Remember that scene where he's looking through the window? And John Belushi's looking through the window. He's up on a ladder. Yeah. He's a freaking peeping Tom, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a really great movie.
Wait, this didn't come out right. This didn't come out right. Oh, I'm so wrong. I'm so sorry.
She knows.
No, that's not even that. Read the end.
I'm telling you, she's evil.
Read the whole thing.
With her.
She's got to go bury him in the hole out back.
I gotta go fill. Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
I didn't think the garden is so well fertilized.
Hey, Courtney.
Yes.
You've never heard of Porky's?
No.
Never. Wow.
Yeah. I said yeah.
All right, you need to look it up.
Okay.
And watch it. Now, I'm going to give you fair warning. I'm going to give you fair warning. It's not for the weak of heart.
It is funnier than.
Remember this scene?
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. If she's never seen it, let her find out on her own. Mind you, I was in the back seat of a car at 14 years old when I got to see it at a theater. Drive-in. Gil.
I'm not going to. It's just going to. That's all.
Look, man, you're like baiting me into something here. Look at those gorgeous brown women.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
And then there's Porky's 1, Porky's 2, Porky's 3.
Yeah, the original was the best.
Hang on, that we're going into.
Yes.
Drop Fish as the link. She wants back up. She's done burying her husband.
Yeah, he's already composting right now.
She's already got the lies spread all over him.
You Titan!
Carol the killer.
Carol's probably so sheltered. She's probably never seen Porky's either.
After I found out she dated a communist, I don't know. I don't think she's so sheltered at all. There's something inside that woman.
You guys have no idea. Carol was wild.
That was a wild child. Yes.
She was wild.
We all were.
In 6th grade, we went to the movies and talked my parents into letting us all go into Porky's together. And my parents went and sat in the front row, and me and my girlfriend from private school were all the way in the back. And my mom didn't know what to do because she was so because it was the first time we ever took this girl out with us anywhere from private school, private Christian school.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That sounds like my wife and her friends from private Christian school, only my wife was the more tame one of the group until after about the 4th time they went out. Then she started making them crank it up. But yeah, they did some wild things.
Yeah, my parents never walked out. They just sat there frozen. They didn't know what to do.
Probably just, what do we do? Leave? We can't leave the girls here.
Grab them both and get them out of here. What do we do? How do we handle this? My dad probably wasn't even listening to her. Yeah, whatever.
Don't react. Just sit still. Don't react.
What is that one all-time high times at what?
Richmond
High. Okay, so my cousin told my parents that was the funniest movie he has ever seen, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So my dad rented it one night. My dad had no idea what this movie was. We're all watching it, and the Karen scene came on. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting here watching this movie with my parents. My parents quickly turned it off, but I was embarrassed. Like, I was so embarrassed. That was horrible.
Guys, you're going to love this. on one of the channels, What Culture I Follow, and they do stuff, things you didn't know about certain movies. When Judge Reinhold was in the bathroom fantasizing about Phoebe Cates, he knew she was going to be coming in stuff and arranged it with the director. He had a long rubbery there he was playing with.
Right in front of
When
her.
she came in, the look on her face, that shock look, was for real because she saw this.
Oh my goodness.
It's just
Wow.
call it a
Innocence
fence
ruined.
post. Call it a fence post.
A fence post. Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
That's what Viper tells all the girls. Call it a fence post.
Hey, it's just a fence post.
Just call it a fence
It's an elephant trunk.
Just my third
Uh-oh.
grade.
There's the
Corky
snort.
snort on number one. Corky snort number one.
Viper, did we lose you somewhere? What happened? You okay?
Yeah, he's there. He's just shaking his head, going, "What?" And
Well,
God's
you
name,
know he's
what's going
typing
on?
LOL, and so Aiden there's in there typing LOL. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah.
What was funnier is when they tried to act angry at me, and I just started laughing, and they did too after we listened.
Did they really? Good, good.
You guys
That's a
remember
good-
that movie
But then they're like,
Airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I own it. I love them.
yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
We
I
were
own it.
watching it in
I own it.
in school during a storm. We couldn't go home, and the scene where they keep on going back to the lady, and it's like you see her boobs, and then you see her in her bra, and then you see her in her shirt. The teacher didn't know that scene was in the movie, and full of 8th graders.
Nice.
You know what? It took
And all
me a
he said
moment.
was, "Don't tell your parents."
It
I did the
took
same
me a
thing
moment
with
to
Forrest
figure
Gump.
it out when Peter Graves was up in the flight deck, up in the cockpit, and he's got the little boy with him. He goes, "Billy, do you like gladiator movies?" They cut the scene. They come
Yeah.
back in a moment. Billy, do you like being in a locker room? It's like, he's a freaking pedo, man.
Oh,
he's,
man.
he's putting a hustle
You see,
on his
that's
little
what
boy.
baffles me, because this is what baffles me a little bit about this day and age. Back when I was in 5th grade,
Backwoods.
what I missed? Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
Got the snort. Mission over.
Back when I was in 4th and 5th grade, the school I was in taught sex education.
We did
And
too.
they were not bashful about what they showed. But now it's on TV, but you can't teach it in class.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
Early.
Back then, it
Mhm.
couldn't be on TV, but you could teach it in classrooms. But now it can be, it's backwards.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Ours was
Yeah.
called health class.
I thought it was everywhere now. I thought it was in both. I thought they were having a problem because they were teaching like full on how to give certain things to one
Hey,
another.
Maybe in
hey,
some
hey.
areas, but in others, it's not.
Hey man, our kids have got cell phones. They're way
California,
ahead.
the
Oh, yeah,
class to get
I
it
know.
out.
Yeah, they have
Mhm.
traveling porn in their
That's
pocket.
why my kid's not going to. He's going to be homeschooled. I can't handle that.
Certain websites are free. Just saying.
Yeah, which websites are those, Viper?
I'm just saying. Hey, it's true.
Viper's going to start a new channel. What Viper knows? For children.
No, but it's true. Like he
And
said,
it'll
kids
have
cell
a big
phones.
old mark on it. Sorry, this channel does not conform with YouTube's guidelines. Watch at your own risk.
Yeah. Like Bob said, kids have cell phones now. It's
Mhm.
anything
right
is
there.
accessible. Yeah, anything.
Yeah, they're way ahead of they're way ahead.
You
of
can
the
find
curve,
out
man.
anything about anything on the internet.
Yeah, and they
From
know
anything.
each other. Yeah,
I used to
And
always
show.
say that.
yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah,
Laura-
they share
Laura just
videos
got
just
cozy.
like we do on YouTube.
Mhm.
Got my blanket. I'm calm and cozy.
Laura.
Notice the fan.
I just lay down. I just noticed something. I gotta get up. And
I need my blankie. It's over
All
there.
right, children. I
I'm
have to
like
be up
freezing
until tomorrow.
cold, and I
Get
look
ready
up
for
and the
school.
fan's
All
on.
right, Dave.
Y'all
later,
behave.
dude.
All right. Good night.
I'll try.
All right. I already
Try to
shoved
be
my
for a little
sweet
bit longer
potatoes.
here.
So.
Bye, Dave. We love you.
Now I'm in Bob's basement.
Yep.
Oh my God, yeah,
Get
you're
out.
mine now.
Yeah.
Hey, LA, you're mine.
Hey, come here. Yeah.
Save that.
Stop fondling the Bob. That's weird.
likes it. Look how happy he is.
Finish that stuff.
Just don't even know.
You know, handsy with
Well,
the job.
no,
Don't need
The
to see
bob,
that.
the bob.
if you live on the West Coast, you done it. It's okay. Just be cool, man. Just be cool.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. How you doing, Bob? Hey.
Oh my gosh.
You guys have a weird romance going on.
Washington meets California.
Hey.
Yeah, a little bit too eager, I would say, Homestead Aquarium.
Why are you guys always reaching?
Oh, why would you do that to me?
Hey, Laura. How you doing, Laura?
I like reaching for Laura. She always is like, oh, yeah.
Come here,
Frank,
Courtney. Come
Frank,
here,
get away from me.
Courtney. Come here,
Dustin will
Courtney.
kick your butt.
Thank you, Miguel.
Come here, Gil. Come here, Gil.
Oh
Hang
my
on,
God.
hang on. I got to do this right. Do that again, Viper.
Nope. No, I knew you were gonna bring that out.
Do
Imagine
you
if
ever
that
have
was
that
real.
stuffed and just put it on your shoulder through like a cut
Head
I'd
and
put
through
shoulders.
the shirt?
I'd put lipstick.
Extra head.
Actually, I have a big cloak I wear for Halloween, and I would have this underneath. It's like one of those long cloaks, Sherlock ones, where they got the long cloak, but it then has the shoulder cloak that comes out a little bit. So it'd be under there. All of a sudden, it would come up under that. Yeah, even the big tough football players at the college peed their pants.
I'd put lipstick on it and kind of give it a name,
Well, it used to have more hair
Is that
on
what
it,
you call it, Bob?
and right
You put
bring it
lipstick
up,
on
that
it
tongue would come out.
and call it name?
The tongue would come out, going ah.
You love us, engineer.
We're trying to figure that out too, Aid. That's why you never know what's going to be said here.
Hey, Idaho, garden girl.
I'm too eager. Yeah.
Girl.
Being right next to California here, just kind of.
No,
It's
Idaho.
just-
This group here is the wackiest group on the internet. Ain't gonna lie.
And we're pretty
Yeah.
PG-13
I can't believe it's
most
gonna
of
be
the
Friday.
Most
Yeah, it is.
Most of the time.
Actually,
Until you bring out your potatoes.
time. Makes me potatoes.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Carolina. I had a thing for you, but the communist that just kind of puts it over the line, man. I don't know.
okay, guys. Does anybody know who Major Key is?
No.
No.
Nope. Not invited. Sorry.
Sorry, Major Key, not going to bring you up until we know you a little better. You've been in here in the side chat a while. Sorry about that.
I don't even see that person.
Yeah.
And I can see him down below. He's in here trying to come in. So
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He says he knows Viper.
I
Uh,
don't think so. Major Key. Do you know somebody named Major Key?
Never heard of him.
yeah, like I'm gonna vouch.
now
for
we got
that.
a Tim
Yeah.
Spooner kind of coming in.
Ooh.
No picture, no
The
face. Sorry.
trolls are arriving.
Yeah.
Like,
Might want
I'm-
to delete your stream.
Yeah, I'm going to go back up there and
They can get on if they can't see your face. If you can't, for me, if I
Yeah.
can't see your face, you're never getting on.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't know you, you're never getting on.
That's right.
Yeah. So we got some of the other ones coming in here.
Yeah, I mean, the harsh reality of my personality is that I act like a maniac, sex crazed, dirty old man. But I'm actually really pretty friggin' conservative. It's like I talk about
We know
girlfriends and all that.
Okay, the next one just took himself off too. So
Yeah, we got.
yeah, I didn't like the
watching.
yeah. So I only put the invite out for those I know and have been around for a while.
New viewers, give us a chance. Okay, in the next couple months.
Yeah,
Right.
like I said, it's I've been Carol below me
Yep.
has been I've been she's been following me for a couple months before I gave her the thing. Same thing for Bob. Bob was Bob the metal guy before brought him
Yep.
up.
Mhm.
And Laura, how long have you been on following around me? I know you've been following Courtney for a while, Laura. So yeah, so we
For a
usually
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouted her out on my Media Monday, and she just stuck around. We love you.
yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
You know us
Laura.
all because we've
Oh.
been passed by Courtney.
love you.
Are you picking your nose? No, no, you're not.
Past the
Yeah.
Courtney test.
It looked like it. For a second, she had her thing like.
Who? Laura.
It just feels good, you know. I do it all the time.
I don't mind for nose gold.
She's up to her second knuckle.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
you don't have a
that's the
face
spot.
on set
Oh,
period,
yeah.
but I already know you from previous things, so and I've seen you on lives before, so you're always welcome on my panel.
I do have to admit though, when I go over to Mindanao, then the ladies there are just irresistible, man. They are wow.
Calm down.
Can't.
I went back as far as I can
I
and
know.
popped all the things out, but
Good.
You doing okay tonight, Laura?
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Oh,
I need to go to
Yeah.
bed. I've been
I gotta walk my
canning
dog.
Did you fix that door?
and
Like
doing a
that
lot of
morning?
extra work around the house to prepare it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, your house looks pretty well prepared when you're usually
Mhm.
walking around it. You don't have like a lot of crap.
Looks like you have beautiful new windows and doors. And
I can't wait to have my own windows, not rental windows.
I like your videos, Laura. Step
They
by
break.
step by step. I like that. That's why sometimes I'll leave a comment like legit. You know, I did on one of Gil's.
You're so
I-
great. You comment on everybody's stuff. You're the man, Bob. You're the man.
Oh, I do. Because I
He's
give
our
thumbs
leper.
up all the time, and
Yeah.
because I want y'all to know that I'm watching and I like it. And if you make an effort to make a video and put it out there, I'll give you a like. You
Oh
know?
my god, I might start making new videos soon. Oh my god, it might actually happen.
Well,
Oh, here's
thank you, Bob. That's very, very
Stop,
nice.
Bob.
Nice.
You got a beautiful kitchen too, man. That's awesome. And
Mhm. Yeah, your
step by step instructions. I love
Beautiful.
that kind of stuff. I just absolutely love that kind of stuff.
You want to hear a crazy, like a funny little quirk of this house that we're hopefully getting in Tennessee, Courtney? Because we were talking about Laura's windows.
Mhm.
So on the side of the house, I don't know which side, north, south, east, west, but on one of the sides of the house, on the right side, right, if you're looking at it from the front, on the far right side of the house, there's a window that's supposed to be there, and I don't know if somebody screwed up and got the wrong size, or somebody just that's what they had, but they basically put, like, for example, a 10-inch window in a 12-inch hole. And so that house has a window. Yes.
Is there like a giant gap all the way around?
No. So the square fits, the window fits, but there's a little 2-inch gap or a 1-inch gap on one of the sides. On one of the sides.
That's a Tennessee air conditioning. It's a custom built.
Yeah. My parents saw that. They're like, my dad was like, "Who's the idiot that did?" Like, I mean,
yeah.
I'm like, they must have just that's what they had, or
they probably couldn't find the right window to fit in there.
But they just did what they could.
Because I know in my old house was built in 1948. And
there's some odd
the
sizes.
windows are all you'd have to special order every stinking
everything. Yeah.
You know?
I knew a lady who lives up in the north end of Tacoma where these homes are 100 years old. Her back door had to be custom built because it was just way
really tiny.
Yeah. Here's the thing I'm gonna in my own personal life I'm gonna have to adapt to. I've adapted to a lot being married to a foreigner. And I learned a lot. I still learn so much. There's so much that I don't know. Okay, we got the house over there. And coming up next will be the air conditioning. But the customs and the cultures I'm still getting into and learning is, like, for example, my brother-in-law messaged me. He goes, "Bob, bro, we'll take good care of your house." And there's a thing that I did know is that over there, even though we're in a gated, guarded community, you cannot leave your house alone. You can't leave it unattended. So my wife and my brother-in-law, they worked out a relay system. Like part of the time, the 3 daughters are going to stay there, and mom and dad will go back home because my brother-in-law's he's a fitness instructor. He's got a gym, and he's got to tend to that, plus a small store built into the house. So, and then they're going to rotate out of there and change places with the daughters because the house can't be left alone. Even my brother-in-law's house, you have to have somebody in there or you're going to get robbed.
Yeah.
Different things like that. And it's going to be a little bit of a different change because I'm a senior citizen. Now, let's say if I go down there this winter to get out of the depressing weather here, I won't be left alone. They don't leave senior citizens alone.
That's
no matter.
So cool. That's so cool.
It really is, but it's going to be kind of odd because, man, I've been here in basically isolation for
You've been
several
alone.
years.
You're used to it. Yeah.
Years. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same for me. It's kind of the same for me. Like, I've been living here so when I lived with my parents, I had mom and dad, right? And my girlfriend started living with us. So it was my girlfriend, my mom and dad. And then we moved out, and now it was just my girlfriend and I, and then we got married, and it's been the two of us ever since. So when I'm here, especially this past year and a half with this whole nonsense, I've been alone. And since I was not employed for a year and a half, I was literally home 24 hours a day for a year and a half, alone by myself, not going anywhere with anyone, not being able. And so I've, what's the word I'm looking for? I've acclimated to that lifestyle. And I'm used to it.
I understand.
And even now, yes, I do go to work now, but there was a point in time where, like, I was alone all day. My wife would get up and work. Life never changed really for her. But even today, even though I have work, like on the weekends, I'm home alone because I'm off, and she's not. So I'm used to being alone. And when we move into this house, hopefully, it's going to be my wife and I, my dog, but then we're also going to have my parents again on the other half of the house. So it's going to be weird being with people.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, because I should put clarification on something. Is that I'm here with my daughter all the time.
Yeah.
But the Filipinos are different. They don't talk very much.
The interaction, yeah.
Yeah, especially since I'm dad, it's like they will respond and interact with me if I start it.
Yeah.
That's so different because I mean, but my daughter's starting her own business and she's up there 24 hours a day online and doing whatever.
She's probably saying the same thing right now.
yeah, alone. Yeah. And well, like last summer, now I was going to a gym and walking for a long time after my feet healed up because of retirement. And then like last summer, I got bladder cancer. And I got cut open, and that was a year ago, and it took me almost a year to recover from that. And here's my situation anyway: is that I would like to go back to the gym and do more walking, but I can't during the spring and summer because we're surrounded with these no-gos.
I got laughs and two of them.
Pot roast, okay. Yeah, it's going to be quite an adjustment for me because
I'm gonna go to bed, guys.
All right.
Or fall asleep.
Yeah,
it's been 4 hours here. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up too.
All right.
The 4 hours been fun. It's been great. And I'm going to try to do this every Thursday at 7:30 Mountain. So it's going to be 9:30 Eastern.
Okay.
Back when I first started doing live streams, I used to do this at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And so I would get, Steve, Corsair Trainers, Manifestations Imaginations, Will from Just in Time Prepping. All those guys were in there.
Us retirees.
And no, actually, I get Anthony and Reed would come in on their breaks. They come in on their 15-minute break. Then they come in on their lunch.
Neat.
So, but I think I thought I'll try it in the evening time since in the daytime I'm going around outside trying to do so much work outside. So, thank you all for coming in. Thank you guys in the side chat. WD, Don, Bruce, Aiden there, and who else is still out there? Homestead Aquarius, Ginger Ninja, Idaho Girl, Garden Girl. Yeah. So
the Poopa Troopas.
Next Thursday, I'll be from California next Thursday at 9:30 Eastern time. So,
alrighty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
The
Much love.
Bob.
Yeah.